Yeah, we back again. It's the gray area. MOD, Guru Dane, special guest tonight. Special guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got AP the Overlord in the house.
Peace,
Yes,
peace, y'all.
sir. Yes,
Peace,
sir.
peace,
What's
man.
goody?
We
Good, man. I'm
appreciate
just
you,
happy
man.
to be here, man.
Nah, I feel that every day is a blessing, man. We appreciate you being here. And yeah, man. Listen, bro, like I said, we just chopping it. Ain't nothing crazy. How was your day, man? Let's start off with that, bro. How was your day? What'd you
My
get into
day's been
today?
pretty good. I'm just, getting my business end of things down because
I hear
the
that.
creative side is the creative side, but I'm starting to get more into like the business end of things. It's a lot of shit I ain't know that I'm getting put onto now, so it's a learning process every day. But I had a good day.
That's a
Excellent.
fact, bro. When you said
It's
that, that's true to
facts.
life because there's a lot that as an artist is like you can leave a lot to the distro kids and leave a lot to the platforms to do for you. But the more you know and do for yourself, the more your shit is right. The more your shit is
That's a
in terms of
fact.
ownership, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling my man today, like, cause you ever like for any artist or any creative in any space, like I found myself getting to that point where it's like, damn, like I'm just posting shit ain't enough. Like now I'm trying to like really see like ways that I could really engage people in their actual real life because the digital thing like it's starting to run its course and it's getting a little bit repetitive for me. So I feel
Yeah.
like just posting and like that we have to do like other things, but I've yet to think of what I want to do. So it's an everyday process.
Most definitely, bro. It's funny because let me say this. When I hear your music and when I see what you present online, it's a very genuine image and it's very authentic sounding music. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you're a creative, when you are hyper creative, you can put forth a product like that. And a lot of the times to become that sharpened, you gotta just worry about creating for years. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we lose track that the business that we really trying to break into a business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we lose track of the business end. And yeah, man, I just appreciate you saying that and bringing that point up because it's like, listen, bro, we going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we present the product that's undeniable, but at the same time, it's like we spent so much time just being pure artists that a lot of the business end falls to the wayside. And yeah, man, it's important.
Absolutely. And I also feel like boom, like information is powerful, right? Because like in a sense like this, and I can only use like the circuit I'm in for the best examples. So like I know you see like the whole new craze about over the vinyls and stuff like that. But
Right.
what's starting to happen is like now like some of these labels are starting to close down because now the whole way of releasing these things is starting to change. I mean to say like now you can go on Digger's Factory and you can do your whole physical run through them and they handle your shipping and all of that. So like when I first got into that side of the business, like even getting the information to know where the plants that does this and all of these certain informations, like people were like safeguarding, you feel me?
Oh,
And it's
listen.
crazy because like you could be in position to really do some shit, but somebody would just not tell you what you need to know. You got to kind of figure it out yourself. I always been the type of person like
Hmm.
I share the information because I'm me. It don't matter. You know what I mean, I could tell you
Right.
all my
You're
plays.
confident. It's because you
Because you know
confident
what
in
it is
what you
too.
do. You know what I'm saying?
To
Exactly.
add to that is like there's no threat to you giving someone information.
Exactly.
There's a discernment between me giving you information and you doing something with the information. A lot of people won't even do anything with information. So even
Exactly.
to your point of like, the biggest thing with social media and a lot of shit we gotta deal with is the people that are more consistent and posting a lot of content get viewed more. And so because I see you more, I assume that you're more popular or that you're
Right.
doing more. And that's what the algorithm would do, right? So it's like we got to know this and just be constant with posting and constantly feeding shit because that's how these cycles are running. So like with,
Exactly.
with with information, knowing that, so you can move better. And like you said, a lot of labels gonna have to move and shake, and artists got to change their perception of things because yeah, like there's other outfits out there, so you could go with that move instead of the other move. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. And that I'm starting to see like there's not no one way to do something. You feel me? Like I feel like what ends up happening is like people will like somebody will do something and they'll get like a great reaction from that. And then instead of like people like trying to like, oh, all right, that's dope. Let me flip it like like they'll try to imitate instead of like
100%.
innovate. You feel me?
100%. Like old '90s, we used to do shit. So I see what you're doing. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Now
Right.
it's like, oh, I see the pattern that worked for you. I'm just gonna do that pattern. Yeah,
So
that's the
yeah,
era
I
we're
be
in.
trying to focus on like the individuality of things. Like even with the Gray Area podcast, like just like the way you guys present your content, I already knew like, oh yeah, these some real ones just by the like the whole aesthetic, because I'm a great reader of like energy and like what's actually being talked about. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, as soon as I seen it, I jumped right in the DM like, yo, I definitely want to come chop it up with y'all because you guys have a whole different. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Salute,
Nah,
my
yeah, we
G.
appreciate
And
that,
to
bro.
that
Right.
point too, is grades and everything. It's like you said, there's no right or wrong, no perfect way to do things. If anything, you got to find your way. And
Exactly.
so we're breaking it down and talking about it like we doing here. It's like we could kind of break those norms and really chop it up and get down to the base of like, yo, what's really going on? Like, how we feeling about it? And that's what's up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nah, for real. And yeah, to your point of like, I remember it's funny, bro, because we have existed. ROT and AP the Overlord have existed in the same pool, in the same circuit, like you were saying, for multiple years at this point now, and we
Right.
didn't even know each other. You feel me?
Feel me? If anything, the resources should be shared. You feel me? Like it's impossible for some underground artists to plan like a press run because all right, these people might fuck with you here, but these people don't fuck with you here. And instead of getting the content, they play
Yeah,
the club game. They play the boys club game. You feel me? As a
right.
somebody who's in media, I don't care who you cover. You feel me? Like you have a job to do as well as I do. You feel me? So like I understand like the artist media relationship. You feel me? So, like, but it's just is there's so many like
There's no
little
need for the
boys
games
clubs in
though.
this
Like
shit.
if you
Yeah, and
have
then it's like
value,
biased platforms. It's too much. It just be salt thrown in the game.
Niggas need to pay homage more, bro. And you know what the problem is? There's a stigma on paying homage. You feel me? Like people have the misconception that when I say something is fire, and listen, okay, let me preface this. I'm an individual, right? I've always been an individual. That's how my mother raised me. If
Mm-hmm.
I like something, I like something. It's not because I want you to like something that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I fuck with
that's
AP the
facts.
Overlord because I fuck with what he does. It's not because I expect some type of reciprocal relationship. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's not a like for a like, a comment for a comment. I fuck with son because he's dead nice. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
it's like that's how I feel about it, and I think there's a stigma on paying homage, and it's like a nigga like me, I don't take the internet shit seriously because we was outside.
That's what I be trying to say. You know what
You
I
know,
mean? And people be like you can't like because I understand the difference between the internet and the reality. Like
right,
if I get into like some type of rap feud or anything, like I know when I actually see you, like it's not up like that because first of all, ain't nobody physically do nothing to nobody. We really just competing in this rap shit. You know what I mean?
right, to
So
be
a lot of
lyrical.
people get in trouble and just do a lot of foul shit out of emotions, and you just like you so ready to compete that you ready to crash out and throw it all away over
But it's
like
like it's
this
it's
trash.
it's it's misdirected energy, and it's sad. It kind of reminded me of the story when I was a kid. Like one of the first studio shits I ever went in was in the projects. It was an old head. He had a spot. And he was like, "Yeah, just come record." And before he was going to do this shit, I was like, "Yo, what's that button?" He was like, "Don't worry about that little nigga. Just roll." I was like, "Oh shit." And I'll never forget that shit because I realized, like growing up, it's like, nah, he was just threatening. Like, if I know what you know, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? And it
Exactly.
shouldn't be that. It's like, if you put me on, then I appreciate you. We all grow. But people look at it like, nah, if I give you the information, I'm less valuable. And so with that mindset of like, yeah, starvation, right? We can't all build. It's like, yeah, you always gonna put yourself in a deficit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think people need to look outside of this, like, because it's still a culture at the end of the day. We all in the culture, so it's like, are you taking away or are you adding to this shit? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, like it's a lot of shit. Like before I even take a deal or anything like that, like we got to have a good relationship. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be me giving you music and You throw me a couple dollars and you know what I mean. You ride off into the sunset. Like I can't. I'm trying to build something. So I've
Right.
been
You don't
faced
want
with a
to just
lot
be
of
looked at as
different
a
options.
product.
Exactly.
Yo, that's
Respect,
crazy.
respect.
It's
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
it's crazy out there, man. You know what I mean? Because now, like at the level that we like, niggas are starting to see their little paper off this shit now. You feel me? And I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? But like
Right.
now that we at this level, like it's like, all right, let's take a look at like the business for a whole because it's like, yo, we out here. Like niggas is out here warring over this shit. You feel me? But
Nah,
y'all
for real,
sitting
bro.
back like just getting the bread. So it's
For
like
real.
we gotta look at this shit away, man.
Niggas, you know what the crazy thing is, bro? It's like this is the capitalistic nature of the record business on a smaller scale.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna call them little. What these companies don't realize is that this shit is real, bro.
It's
Niggas,
real.
niggas say what we say on these records, and niggas go and perform at these shows. And let me tell you firsthand, you don't know who the fuck you gonna run into at the show.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like shit gets deep, shit gets real. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like you said, you make a very good point, man, a relevant point. That it's like a lot of us fall for the optics, man.
Yeah.
We're trained to fall for the fucking carrot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, we just want that Instagram post with our vinyl on there, and you know what I'm saying. We want the
Right.
like, the comments, the instant gratification. But at the end of the day, like you said, bro, what are these labels? What are these places, institutions? What are they really getting? What's the turnaround? Because we don't get to see.
We don't get to see that, bro.
You
You know what I'm
know?
saying? Like I'll give you an example, right? When I released Grim Day, right? It was $40, maybe $42 plus tax or whatever, right?
Right.
Cool. Them shit sold out, right? Like, yo, a month later, I went on Discogs. I'm seeing Grim Day being sold for $170
That's a
for
fact.
one vinyl, fam. The OBI niggas is selling that for 200. So
Oh,
I
That's
be
a
looking
fact.
at it like, God, like, hold on, son. Like,
right.
this is why didn't I sell you that? Why didn't I charge you that from Jump Street?
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's two things though. So we seen the same shit with like our original international waters vinyls, like resales in Sydney, Australia, and Japan, and fucking Belgium and shit. It's
It's
like, damn,
crazy.
why ain't fucking just? And part of it is like, well, it was sold out at that point, right? So now it's like it's even extra rare. Now it's super rare. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And so at that point, it's like, yeah, whoever got it now could resell it at a price. But
right.
to your point, it's like, hey, listen, like that, what we create is IP, and yet intellectual property can be sold, from house at whatever you say it is, right? When you go to Fat Beats or somebody else, they're gonna say, "Well, this is the price that we're gonna put it out in the market." But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yeah, we at the point where it's like, nah, we gotta demand this price for the market because this is what the art is. You know what I'm saying? It's the quality that
Right.
it's at. You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
if you're independent, because you got to come up with the deposit money. You got to, I mean, and especially if you're doing pre-orders, like say you don't have the capital up front. You
I
feel me?
definitely
Like,
think pre-saves and pre-orders is a good move for that, though. You know what I mean? A lot of
absolutely.
companies,
If you
you know
have
what
the
I mean?
clientele.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. If you got the people that's going to do it, I see a lot of, to your point of like quote unquote labels that pull together different artists and things like that, right? They dropping shit, but they do the pre-orders on vinyl. So like you said, if you got the market for it, you get 100 pre-orders. That's definitely the budget for that.
Right. And, there's, it's a lot of swindles going on with that too. I could get, let's say I'm the company, right? I could put like boom, all right, we drop tomorrow at 3, right? I put it tomorrow at 3. I let enough copies be sold to make the deposit. Then I say sold out, right? Now on the back end, I'm beating niggas over the head on Discogs for 170,
Right,
500. I even seen. You know what I'm saying?
right. Because I already
It's
said
like
it was sold out.
because I said it. I might not necessarily have sold all of this shit. I'm
Mm.
saying that so that now I can go on Discogs and I'm going on Amazon and I'm on eBay and I'm beating niggas over the head 500, 200, 300, all under the guise of being the same label. You see what I'm saying? Because like one person, it's not like one person has one profile. Like
And you
niggas
see
is
that in a
smart,
lot of
bro.
industries too, bro. Ticketmaster is
It's
notorious
nasty,
for shit like
man.
that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's sold out.
yeah, and it's like nah, you know what I mean? Like it's just there's ways to swindle this shit. You feel me? So I always had to keep it real in the beginning because I didn't know. and I still keep it real with myself. But I didn't know in to be like everybody's like, oh, sold out in this quick. I'm really doing it. You know what I'm saying? For
Right,
real. Competing with something that is not even real. You feel me? So it's like that trained me, but at the same time, it's like, damn, I was just fighting a ghost, B.
right. Shadow boxing. I hear that.
Just you really just find ourselves like we gotta just as long as we can like you can look at your own metrics, right? Your own analytics, like yo, okay, best more people looking another day. I'm getting more stuff. Like to worry about the next man when they probably fucking boosting and faking the numbers anyway. It's like it's not even worth.
Yeah, I got caught up in that you know what I mean? But it was a double edge because it made me grind to actually do what they're saying that they're actually doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right, and that's good because
So
now you building your, you know what I'm saying? You building up
I
your
built it up. That's why I start
community.
doing that shit myself. Why am I giving y'all my bread and I could do it myself now? You see what I'm saying?
Yo, we in the same exact boat, man. We in the
For
same exact
sure.
boat. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's crazy because I look at time, right, and I see that things are different even from 4 or 5 years ago. Things have changed in the underground. Things have started to take place and change so quickly in the underground where they weren't before. When we
Mm-hmm.
was first coming up 4 or 5 years ago, things were, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say it's like it wasn't no kumbaya wholesome shit, but it was if I can help you, I'll help you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Was
saying?
it?
I
Was
feel
it?
like it
I
was.
don't know.
I feel like it was with like. Listen, it's always gonna be
I
like that
do
with certain
too.
people.
I agree.
But I feel like the overall energy of it was if I can help you, I'll help you. But then what I noticed was it's like, yo, man, once once it's like the vinyl label started popping up, once these critics, these Instagram critics started popping up, everybody started to pick sides and form factions.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And everybody split apart. And listen, I can say, you know why I can say that for a fact? Because we dropped the mass escapades of Mugs on Drugs with YB,
Right.
right? At the time, that had everybody in the underground on it.
That's a fact, though. That's a
Right.
fact.
I didn't know half the
20
people.
20 tracks on that bitch. That's a
20,
fact.
20 joints, all different underground artists. YB, shout to YB, Yellow Balaclava, he put all that together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't know half the people on them. Shout out to everybody on the album. I appreciate y'all. But my point is like 20 people were assembled off the strength of one man.
Yep.
You can't do that now.
Nah,
You
you could never do that. Yo, fam, it was hard to get niggas to take a picture at a show, let alone let alone like do a whole, you
Yo,
know what I mean? And like, yo, bro, like this is exactly why it's like, yo, the like minds just gotta stay with the like minds, and you gotta understand like like I don't even get caught up in the comparisons and then like these niggas doing these critiques and shit like that because most of the time like it be people I'm not gonna say from outside the culture, but let's just keep it a band. Like most of these review sites and shit like that, they're not in America.
right? Or
Right.
they not, or y'all not in the life. Y'all
Yeah,
not
or
from
you're
the
not
life.
even in the life.
You're
You
not
see
from
what I'm
the life.
saying?
You listen. All right,
Right.
I don't mean to cut you off, but
Go
just
ahead.
real quick, and I'm not even going to put something on Front Street.
Yeah.
But I remember there was just one critic, bro, and my gripe with this nigga was like, yo, bro, I don't care if you don't like the music. I don't care if you think it's bad, right? But
Right.
on your rating scale, from excellent or classic, the lowest form shouldn't be dog shit.
Word.
You feel me? You
Yeah,
shouldn't
because
describe nobody's work as dog shit, nigga, because you don't know who bled for this, who died over this shit. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And you a motherfucker, like, yo, you live in dogs.
yeah. You
It,
you
it
you
got me
outside
heated.
of
You
this
know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah. You
It got me
outside of
heated,
it.
bro. Vultures, my nigga.
Yeah,
Vultures. You feel me?
there's mad vultures. You feel me? Like there's even like your fam, like like there's even platforms. I'm not gonna talk about these bum ass niggas, but like these niggas will play media games, right? And then now when it's time for you to get analyzed on the shit you was just reporting on, now it's oh I'm not media and not like you can't throw stones and hide your hand. Like if you're gonna like allow people your platform to talk about me, at least allow me that same grace. You feel me?
Right.
Or like you know what I mean? It's almost like there's like Republicans and Democrats in the underground. Feel me?
Right.
Like a red side and a blue side. It's like it's really weird, fam. And I agree with you as far as like these grading metrics, like, and it's usually from people who aren't even creatives. Like you're on the outside just watching it. You're not even in the country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
But
it's
you got
like,
the gall. Niggas got the
so yeah,
gall.
I don't never even like I don't follow none of them shits. I'll see them and then I don't follow them. Because I've landed on a few and I've gotten good reviews and bad reviews. But what I noticed from anywhere that I got a bad review, we've had like a previous like type of funk, and it's like, all right,
Right.
yeah, you just trying to shit on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 You trying to posture. And
Yeah,
shit is ridiculous, bro.
it's ridiculous.
But yeah, bro, where you from, man?
I'm from New York. I'm from Rockland County. I'm right outside. I'm right outside the city.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah, I'm from
I'm in
Rockland.
Orange County, nigga.
Oh shit, you right
New
here.
York all
Right
day. New
there,
York
right
all
around
day.
the way, bro.
Word.
Right around the way, bro. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a must. We gotta definitely get up. That's a must.
that's a fact. It got to happen soon because I'm headed back to Los Angeles.
Yo, you know what? I was just gonna ask you, bro. I remember seeing what that was during the pandemic. You was out there.
Yeah, that was during the pandemic. I went out there in 2020. I had left after my cousin, you know what I mean, God bless the day, he was murdered. And then
Sorry to
I
hear
had
that.
like slipped into like some depression and my brother was already in Cali. So he was like, "Yo, fam, like come out here, man. Like come clear your head." And
Get the
when I got to
sunshine and all
LA, I
that.
just fell in love with that shit, bro. Like
What's it like out there for a New York nigga's perspective? What's it like out there when you first like take me through the whole shit?
all right. So, first of all, it's not what it looks like on TV. Like, I love LA. Don't get me wrong. Anybody from LA listening, but LA is mad dirty. But that's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why I like it. But other than that, LA people are more like people will give you the time of day in LA. You feel me? Like on the East, it's a little bit more standoffish. Like in Cali, motherfuckers will listen to your ideas and niggas is outside. Niggas is gonna come to the show. Like so you could kind of get things a little bit more rolling in LA because people's actually outside still. Like in New York, it's a little bit different. You feel me on the East? Like you got the weather, which is a factor. You feel me? And the women in LA, man, like I love it,
I
man.
bet.
It's like everywhere you look, it's like damn.
Mhm. Some tings.
It's nothing but fire out there. I'm telling you, son.
Nothing but fire.
It's nothing but fire out there, bro. LA's one of those cities. I love Atlanta too.
That you lived in Atlanta at first a period of time or not?
Yeah, I lived in Atlanta and I lived a couple of places, man. I used to live in Irvington, New Jersey, and Newark in the ghetto, South 18th Street.
Okay.
Um, I lived in Atlanta. I was in Little Five Points for like a year. My sister was down there. I went and spent some time down there.
Got
And then I went to LA and then I was just like, yeah, this is, I'm on paper, I'm still a Los Angeles resident, but my kids is in New York. So, I come back, I spend my time with them half the year, then I bop for half the year.
all
That's
right.
what's up.
Got
Yeah.
you. Nah, yeah. I remember seeing during the pandemic. Because everybody was everywhere. Niggas was outside during the pandemic. I remember seeing you performing somewhere in LA.
Yeah, we
Outside.
was on Hollywood and Vine and shit. We set
Right.
up Peace
Oh,
to Plain
word.
Jane Records, yo. Them brothers right there, like they remind me of why I love hip hop, but we just set up right on the corner of Vine and I forgot what, but I think it was like Vine and Wilcox or something like that, right in Hollywood, yo. And we just set up the DJ table. We had a little bottle behind the table, and we was just performing for the people, man. And like, yo, I gained so much followers and people who are fans to this day since that. You feel me? So I definitely plan on doing that again. But we just wanted to take it back to like the street, like fuck it, you know what I mean. And what's so dope about that was I got to perform the same song like 10 times to 10 different crowds. You feel me? Like it was like the
That's what's
first
up.
time for 10 different crowds. So that's the dope shit about going out into the street, setting up the loud music just attracts people. You feel me?
That's a
So
fact.
people
Yeah.
was crowding around like, yo, where you from? Oh, where you from, New York? Like it was all love. Like contrary to popular belief, Los Angeles is a very friendly city. It's mad friendly. It's not like what people think. I know they have the gang shit, but if you ain't gang banging, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. You feel me?
Right. Right. Right.
I
Civilians is
love
good.
LA. I definitely would urge anybody if you haven't been, just go, especially if you're creative.
Nah, yeah, I never been to LA. I've been to Las Vegas, but that was for a wedding, and then we dipped out. Um,
Yeah, I've been
nah,
to
man,
Vegas. I've been
that's
to LA.
interesting.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas one time.
The city that Vegas is the city that don't sleep. Nah,
New York too.
New
Yeah,
York
Yeah,
is
yeah.
New York, the
New York
city don't
City
sleep.
don't sleep.
Vegas is whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Right,
Vegas
right.
is the city
Madness.
that don't turn off too. That the lights is always booming. Motherfuckers
Nah,
Yeah,
be
that's
it's
in
a
the
booming
fact.
all night in Vegas.
motherfuckers be in the casino all night.
3:30 a.m. niggas is still like at these slots. A lot of like old people, and it's like I peeped that about like casino cities, like Atlantic City. It's a bunch of like retired old motherfuckers in the casinos.
Right.
Vegas, like at super late night. But Vegas is fun as hell. I had fun when I went.
I was young. You know what? I'll
It's
say this:
cool.
I had more fun in Atlantic City than I did in Vegas because I was
Me
older in
too.
Atlantic City.
Me too. I love AC, yo. AC's
Yo,
not the same no more. AC looks
nah,
trash, bro.
nah, nothing like that is going on. I'll tell you like this, bro. I'll tell you like this. I had one of the wildest nights of my life in AC. It's too long to describe, but I do remember one specific thing, and this is just me being a kid. I'm on the boardwalk with my cousins. They older than me. They break off, right? I'm like, damn, I need some weed. I see this Mexican nigga. He over there by the fucking by like where you walk down to get to go to the sand and shit. And
Yeah.
he's like, yo, he's like, yeah, I got that. He's like, I got that piff. Me being dumb, gave the nigga $20, right? Then gave me the bag, ran off with it. I dipped. I found my cousins. This nigga gave me some rags, bro, for $20. A nick of rags for
I'm about to say you lucky it
$20,
was weed
bro.
at all. I didn't put some fucking
Yo, bro.
paprika and some shit,
Shit smelled like a
cilantro in the
damn
bag.
candle. Shit smelled like a
Listen,
candle that your auntie got in the crib.
you ain't alone. I had an experience like that. This is when I first moved to Jersey, bro. So I get off the bus
My wife
downtown.
from
I
Jersey.
think it's
Shout
like
out
the Penn
Patterson.
Station. And I'm trying to find some weed. Like same shit. I'm trying to find some weed. So I see this dude, right? I'll never forget his name. The nigga's name was Blau. His name, his name was Blau. So yo, fam. All right. So I gave the nigga 20 beans. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna spoil you the story because the ending is not what matters. It's what happened during the shit. Some was a straight up crackhead. You know what I mean? So I gave him the 20 beans, right? He's like, yeah, I'm about to go over here to see my young nigga. He's like, yeah, like I'm with him, bro. So we go into this restaurant. We go into like this breakfast spot. And there's mad niggas in there, you feel me? But you know what I mean? So I already see like niggas is making pumps or whatever. So cool. Son goes and buys himself breakfast. I see him take a bump of some coke. I'm like, all right, maybe, you know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, yeah, bet. So he said he's gonna meet us around the corner. We're gonna go around the corner and grab this shit. So I'm like, all right, bet. So we go around the corner. Like, he's like, I forgot what he said, but he swindled me out of it. To make the long story short, yo, fam, this nigga had me fund his whole morning. He got grub to eat, all of that. He was able to get some cracks. All I was just like, yo, son. And then on
Got
the
some
way out,
cracks.
at the end, I had no bread, and that nigga gave me one bag of like this little ass bag of rags, bro. And I was getting in the cab, so he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put it in your bag. Just get in the cab." You feel me? So he put it in my bag. I'm like, "Ah, I'm straight." When I looked in the bag, I was like, "Yo, this nigga got me, son." Like,
Yo, bro. It's funny
Put
because
shit in
the
the bag.
kids,
It's crazy. He just put a letter in there like, yo, I got
yeah,
nothing for you.
I was so tight, and ever since that, I was like, I learned my lesson. Like,
yo, man, it's hilarious what it's like the kids these days, y'all little niggas got cookies in Times Square. You have no idea what we was going through to get a bag of dro, bro.
oh
Y'all
my
got no
god,
idea. If you over 30, yo, you know what I'm talking
you
about.
know
You
the
know the
real
struggle.
struggle.
You
Yeah,
know the
we used to go
struggle.
down there on 180 Autobahn and all of that.
Oh,
Like,
nah. Nah, let's listen. Listen, let me tell you something right now. Shout out to Autobahn, bro, because we used to go and get them tens and turn them things around.
I'm telling you,
Turn them things
niggas had
around.
caskets from the hell down there. I used to go see my man's. I ain't gonna say his name, but my man's on Vermilia. Yo, fam, them poppy, them Dominican niggas, me. I love them niggas. I love Dominican niggas. The way they give it up, I love going down there and fucking with them niggas. But they always get me right, son. So yeah, shout out to Vermilia, man. That's what, man. They had a haze, but this is early 2000s. Like, they had a haze spot. Oh my gosh, yo, $10 you was getting a long ass vial of fucking
You was
hey,
getting a
oh man.
dub. You was leaving with a dub.
Yeah, for that 10, man. You was
Come
getting
on.
the bang for the buck. And we was riding down for, it was only it's only like 30 minutes or some shit like that. So, we was riding down to go get bub.
Nah, that's a fact, bro.
Those was the good old days, bro.
Those was the
What's up
beautiful
with the
days.
dro? They don't even like. Is dro
It's
discontinued?
non-existent. It's non-existent. The
That's
thing.
yo.
Yeah, that
Whoever,
shit don't
if
even
somebody could
happen
come
no
back
more.
with the dro today, yo, like that real dro, yo, they would kill it.
So the thing about it is, all right.
There's some niggas in the Bronx, supposedly some nigga in the Bronx growing that shit, but
Yeah. I mean, listen, he
real
could
South,
be.
yeah. Well, yeah.
He could be. It's crazy, bro. Because I just started almost going on 2 years. In February to be 2 years, I started doing cultivating my own thing. So
Shouts out to cannabis, you already know.
shouts to House of Cannabis. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word.
Yeah, we trying to we branching out. No pun intended. But yeah, I started
Hmm.
to get into this thing, and I'm picking up knowledge, and so we call it dro. That's really some East Coast shit. Dro just stands for
Hydrate, right?
hydroponics, the way it was
Right.
grown.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. The shit we talking about, like the Christmas tree shit that was around like late '90s. I say
Mhm.
mid '90s to late '90s, early thousands, and then that's when the haze and the sour came in. That shit that we would call dro was really like bubble gum and other shit. Remember that bubble gum shit? Niggas was
that
smoking like
bubble gum was the shit. Remember the shit they was calling Incredible Hulk.
yeah. Yeah, and then I
That,
remember Bruce Banner too.
oh, this nigga bought it back, son.
Bruce Banner, remember that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
boy.
we had that shit floating around. This nigga bought it back.
Listen,
The dro used to be the one, man. I'm telling you, yo. Like somebody need to bring that back. That particular dro we used to get, I think it was the bubble. Had to been all of that bubble gum shit, and
right. It had to
that
be,
was the
bro.
shit, man. Those was the good old days, man.
Those was the days you go get a mango Philly. You got $10, go get right. You got $11, you getting right, bro.
You good?
You good
That's all
until
you needed.
tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's a
That's
fact.
all you needed back in the day.
These days, a nigga like me, 36, pushing 37, I go into cookies. These niggas talking about $100 for an eighth, bro.
No, I would never.
Where do they do this
I
at?
would
Like,
never. The most I paid was 70, but it had like it was 2 grams, and then it was a gram and a half of just straight keef. Like it's called the Snow brand.
oh
And
shit.
this weed, fam, like I was just taking the keef with grabba, putting that in a paper, and that shit was taking me to space, bro. Like that shit used to get me clad. I try to smoke that just once a month, because you smoke that every day, you probably won't get high no more.
Yo, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy you mentioned that shit. Like, I fuck with the moon rocks and all of that, but you know what? Pardon me. You know what got me scared was when niggas started doing dabs, bro.
Yeah, the dabs
Right?
is
The
Yeah,
dabs
those
is
rigs,
off the
those first
chain,
rigs was
bro.
like
Yo,
crack
bro,
rigs. Like you had to have
you
a
remember
torch. You
Wells?
had to have a torch for that shit.
You
for
remember
real.
Wells? Long live Wells, long live my brother.
Yeah, fact.
Yo, I remember my son pulled the rig out the bag, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I thought he was about to pipe up. I'm like, nah, you not smoking now,
Facts,
right, nigga?
man.
Like, nah. He's like, nah, bro, this is about to be some weed. I'm like, weed? I thought he was gonna put the weed, like break the weed up and put it on the
It's
shit.
too much
Nah, this thing.
Nah,
machinery.
buddy.
But then you know what happened? I got even so. All right, listen, man. I come from a time. We come from a time where shit was what we said it was, right? So when you tell me it's about to be some weed, but it looked like a crack pipe, and then you pull out some wax paper with some brown shit in it, I
Thrown
gotta
off.
think, yeah, I gotta
Word.
think that you're trying to swindle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, but it's
Try to
like
give
you
me
my
new
man, so
habits.
I believe you. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. You try to get me hooked, nigga? Like what's going on, bro? So he's like, nah, this is wax. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, this is concentrate. They fucking isolated with butane and all this other shit. I'm like, all right, well,
It's crazy.
let me see how this works. Then the nigga pull out the torch. So it's like it's already this 3 strikes that I should not be fucking with this. Any other
Yep.
like, yo, what on paper, this is no good.
Too
You
much
know
new
what I'm
shit to smoke weed. I'm not used to that
Telling
saying?
shit.
you.
Bro. Son, then I seen him do that shit, and I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this shit. Against all my better judgment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was weed. I smelt it. When he exhaled, it was weed. So I was like, all right, let me
Yeah, the
try
first time I did wax, I was in Long Beach. I got a lot of my firsts in Cali. Like I did DMT one time.
how was that?
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Bro,
Yeah, what you see on
DMT,
that shit?
I think everybody should do it one time in their life, bro.
Everybody who does it says that.
You got to do it one time in
Everybody
your life,
who
at
does
least
it
one
says
time,
that.
fam.
What you do? You
Cuz
smoked it?
I smoked it.
How long did the high last? How long did the experience last?
It's only like 10 minutes.
Okay, we smoke is like 10 minutes. Okay, so what?
Now
What
you
was your
come
experience?
back after 10 minutes though. Now I'm coming right back here after 10 minutes because I
Yeah, you
can't be
coming
out
right
there
back.
for
There's no
longer than
like
10 minutes.
after feeling. Like what you will feel is like all right. So my trip,
Did you?
like my
Yeah,
cousin,
yeah.
yeah, my cousin, we call him the shaman and shit like that.
Oh
He's
nah.
he's like the family shaman or whatever. So he's like, yo, Peep, yo, you just got to Cali. Yo, you gotta try DMT. I'm like, all right, bet. You feel me? I'm like, fuck it. I mean, I'm gonna try it. So, you know what I mean? He put it in a bowl, mixed it with a little bit of tree and shit like that. So I start hitting it. You know what I mean? He's holding the actual thing for me. He's like, yo, just in here. So I start feeling like a little woozy. He's like, nah, you gotta keep hitting that shit. So I ripped that shit hard as hell. And then he was just like, yo, just sit down. He started playing this like Indian chant type of music type
Oh,
shit. He was just like, yo, just let this shit take you. So, yo, that's my word. Remember in Home Alone, the lady with all the pigeons on her and shit?
yeah, the homeless
Yeah.
lady. The homeless lady. Yeah.
I swear, bro, it wasn't that lady, but it was like a figure dressed like that, a woman, but I wasn't afraid of her though. And Shorty took me like, yo, I'm talking about like I went to the moon, bro. Like literally, like I went to the moon and I'm looking down on my like just showing me different phases of my life. And pretty much like what my high revealed to me is that, yo, like I'm a very small part of this grand like scheme of things, but this very small part is mad important to the whole thing. You feel me? So it made me feel important but insignificant at the
Wow.
same time. It kind of like it's like a self-checking, like, oh shit, like there's still so much more I gotta be done. And it's crazy, man. Like you literally like
Wow.
everything I'm saying, like I literally felt like I'm looking down at the earth from the moon. And it's like I was really there, bro. Like DMT is they say that that substance is what your body secretes right before you die. You see what I'm
While you're
saying?
shutting down for the final time.
Exactly. So it's like you going to the other side real quick. You feel me? And it was bugged out, fam. Like I really
Yo,
wasn't here for like 10 minutes, and when I came back,
That
I
is some
started
hard
crying
shit.
and shit.
yo, you
Like
see, I knew it. I knew it.
that
Like
shit
I'm,
started making me cry, bro.
yo,
Like
bro,
yo,
the
this
way
shit
you
is crazy.
describing it, nigga, it's giving me chills, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I definitely,
That's
and you
crazy.
got to do it with people you trust. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right.
you got to do it with the right
People
motherfuckers.
who love
But
you, people who care about you, type
yeah,
shit.
Because it
it's self
sounds like
revealing.
you hear a lot of them stories, and you said you met somebody. It felt like you really met somebody and they showed you something, right? It's like,
Nah, she was there, bro. She was
like a
there.
legit. And it sound I've heard a lot
There,
like the
bro.
experience is like you're actually meeting somebody. It could be like a mention these people. They showing you
Word.
something. They
Yeah.
yo,
And then it's like spectral shit, like just just you see like you ever look into a kaleidoscope?
Yeah, hell
It's
yeah,
like it's
hell
like
yeah.
that, but you're actually seeing it. Like you can walk through this thing. Like it's crazy. It feels long, but it's very short. Like it's very short lived. And when you come back, you have like a different like appreciation. Like it's so crazy, fam. So
hundred
you know what I mean?
percent.
I definitely recommend a one DMT trip, you know what I'm saying? And that's not something that you do like all the time. You feel me? Like Stove God said it in a rap actually. He says DMT the trip. I'm coming with you. That's what he's talking about.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying? So like yeah, it's a definitely, you know, I've experimented with a lot of drugs. The only drug I haven't done is like PCP and it's like smoked crack, but everything else like or I've never injected heroin or nothing like that, but I
right,
pretty
right.
much tried every drug.
Nah, listen, you know why? Because it's like you are hyper creative, bro.
Yeah.
You're hyper creative. So what that means is when you ingest something that's mind altering, your brain automatically knows that you're gonna create with this shit.
Yeah.
Certain people get high and lock in, and they create magnificent shit. Other people get high and fucking ruin their life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So yeah,
Like
nah,
drugs never I always looked at it as an enhancement to whatever I'm doing. Like once it's done, like it's done. I'm not looking for it. I ain't. I mean, like you
right.
gotta like that's the type of relationship I have with drugs. Like I'll have my fun and then it's over for that. Like I'm not thinking about it. I ain't doing no stupid shit to get it or because you know what I mean. Like I shit. I done sold drugs in my past. You feel me? And I understand like that shit. Not everybody is mentally strong enough to just be like, yo, I do the drugs. The drugs don't do me. You feel me?
Self-control. That's what it's about,
So
man.
it's like it's crazy, man. I done seen some
Yeah, it's
wild
all
shit.
mental. That's a
Yo.
fact.
I
Hell
done
yeah.
seen wild
Everybody's
shit.
different.
Bro.
So the spectrum of like mental stability and mental strength, right?
Right.
And dexterity. I got it. That's a fact.
Right. And this is another thing though. Like there's something out there for everybody that will capture your ass. I just know not to
Very
do
true.
certain things. You feel me?
Very
Because I'm like,
true.
Right.
yeah,
There's a
that look
vice for
like I really
everybody.
like that. I'm not doing that. You feel me?
Right.
So
Nah,
it's all
that's
about knowing yourself. You feel me? Like I know I don't go past anything that I've comfortably been doing for years. You know what I mean?
right.
And you
You
know
know what?
too, it's
That's
like a lot
such a
of
good
people
point.
they running from something, so they taking this shit, right? It's like if you
Mm-hmm.
taking this shit in result of something, then it's like you got to fix the thing that you was a result of. Like it can't just be, oh, I'm just taking it. Nah, now you got to
Yeah,
become the
because
thing
when you
that you
get
trying to
sober,
run.
that problem's still gonna be there.
Exactly.
Right. It's easy to, as humans, man, it's easy to use substance to cope with trauma. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yo, it's crazy, bro. It really is. But
Yeah.
yo, listen, we got some AP music, man. We got some AP to
Yeah, we got
Overlord
some shit.
music, bro. You know what I'm saying? He sent some bangers through. I think we're gonna drop one of them right now.
Let's
I'm gonna roll
go.
something up in the meantime. And yeah, listen, yo, AP, we appreciate you. We about to drop this shit. We about to get right back into the convo, my G. You
For
already
sure.
know. Let's lock in.
What purpose do I serve? Will I ever know my worth? I'll probably die before my prayer heard. It's grace when all my people hurt. Dwell in hell, ain't no heaven on this earth. Granny know I'm losing faith, she tell me go to church. How she look me in my eyes and know exactly where it hurt.
She looked me in my eyes and knew exactly what to say to me to lift me back up from the dirt. She was saving me. It was more than affirmation. She was breathing life into me, changing my whole outlook. She warned me of my enemies, premonitions. She dreamed of everything they did to me. Protect me from the devilish. She keep me out the wilderness. I knew she would deliver me.
Time heals, but this trauma don't. Cry again, I made a promise to myself I won't. Since adolescence, know my heart been broke. Got pain on the inside I never showed. Where blood spilled, I seen flowers grow.
And don't nobody know where the time go. When it comes to a sudden end, I just try to show as much love I possibly can. But in the meantime, you be hating from afar, and I know just who you are. I can tell you it'll never work. It'll never work, and you be trying hard too, nigga.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, that's Low Spray
Yeah,
featuring
that
my
was
boy
very.
Kill Indigo, man.
Yo, man. I tell you, bro. It's 3 lyricists in here right now, bro. You feel me? It's 3
Mm-hmm.
lyricists in here right now. And you niggas know if you consider yourself a true lyricist, then in your mind, in my mind's eye, I'm the best nigga in the world. Ain't nobody could beat me, right?
Absolutely.
So if that's the case, you gotta recognize real. And you gotta know that steel sharpens steel, right?
True
So
indeed.
I feel like I'm the nicest nigga. But bro, you're dead nice, my nigga.
I
Real
appreciate
talk,
that,
bro.
fam. I
Real
appreciate
talk.
that.
Like I listened to it and the beat selection and then your delivery, the tone of your voice, a lot like it's a lot that you put I could tell it's a lot that you put into it and you truly love to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro, because we live in a time the last 6 or 7 years have fostered a culture of almost, you know how it's like the same thing that happened with down south, the same thing that happened with Chicago, right? Now it's happening with the boom bap sound. It's becoming heavily watered down everybody's saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can't make a right or a left turn without running into somebody who's doing the same thing on the same beats. And listen, that's not to take away. I'm not saying that there's not thousands of talented artists doing it, but it's like, you feel me? You stand out because you sound nothing like them. We stand out because we sound nothing like them.
Absolutely. I
You
was
know
just
what I'm
about to
saying?
say the same for y'all. Like,
It's
and
crazy,
it
bro.
takes a level of like no, because like I was telling my man Ty this, right? Like, cause I've been like, yo, I've been in like different groups, and it kind of like always like the same things kind of happen, right? Like, we'll get to a certain point, and it's like people around you will start competing with you, and you don't know that they're competing with you.
Because you're not there to compete. You're
Because
there
I'm
to
not there
build.
to compete.
You're
So
there to
like I
build.
mean, like imagine this. Imagine being this nigga. Imagine competing with somebody that doesn't know that you're competing with them, but they whooping your ass across the you sound like
Right,
it's
right, right,
crazy.
right.
So you get into these modes where I was telling Ty, he was like, and I love this attitude, and this is how I know, like in his mind, nobody is fucking with him.
Right,
You feel me? So he comes into every room. Him. There's never gonna be that animosity or envy, because we gonna call it what it is, because that's what it be. You see what I'm saying?
right.
That never happens with certain individuals who are comfortable in they self. Every time I have like some type of energy with somebody or whatever, like it's always them like feeling away by what I'm doing. But what I'm really doing it's not even affecting you. Matter of fact, I want you to be a part of it, but you're taking the success of it as your failure. And this is what I run into. And it's, you know what I mean? That's why like the collaborations have been real. Like I fell back from it a lot from collaborating with people, because it's like it just
Right.
gets weird after a while. And it's like, yeah, like,
Nah,
it's too
yeah.
many like egos involved. And it's like, yo, I just want to create, fam. Like all of that other shit that comes with it is crazy. And to add on to what you're saying about like the boom bap sound, like it's definitely getting saturated, but like you kind of need that to happen. You feel me? Because
Yeah, it wasn't before. Or it hasn't been in a
yeah,
long time. It hasn't
it
been in a long
hasn't
time.
been. So it's good to see everybody coming back to the roots of this shit. But now it's like you got niggas that was doing that trap shit for the last 10 years, and now they're trying to kick bars, and it's like, nah, that ain't it, bro. Because you wasn't conditioned for that. You was
Right,
following trends. You know what
right.
I'm saying? When the
Exactly.
trap shit came in, you became a trap rapper. When the snap shit came in, you was just doing snap music. When niggas did, like, I stuck with it through, I've experimented with other sounds, but I've been pretty much boom bap out the gate. You feel
Right,
me?
right,
And I came home from prison to all of this. I didn't really understand. When I came home from prison, I was one of the, the first record I did was a drill record, because when I came out of prison, I was confused. When I came out of prison, Pop Smoke was all over the place.
right.
Pop Smoke was just I came out of prison 2019. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like I came out and I was like, damn, like I kind of had like lost my identity, because while I was locked up, I'm writing some shit. But I came out and it's like everybody's leg is waving around. You know what
Everybody's
I mean?
getting sturdy and shit.
Yeah,
Yo.
even when I came home, right? I first came home, I wasn't even really into music. I was just happy to be home, but I violated parole. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody violate their first 30 days. I don't give a fuck who you are, you gon' violate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless like you
In which
just
way,
wasn't
some
really
way or another, right.
fam. These niggas didn't want me to come back to my girl's crib at the time. I'm like, yo, fam, this is where I actually live, my nigga. So they locked me back up for that. But whatever. Nonetheless, when I came home, it was just like weird, because I'm like, damn, like niggas ain't rapping no more. And then I start really getting hip to Griselda like that. I had knew about Conway and shit like that going in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, I had always been cool with ST One of the things about ST like I knew ST for a long time now. What a lot of people don't know is, you know what I mean? Like he's in the 5% Nation, we both are. So I met him at a law school years ago before all of that. And I remember I was in Green Correctional and I was sitting at the kiosk. This is when we first got the tablets and the P now. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I see Westside whatever album that was where he got the Balenciaga coat on with the ski mask.
Right.
It's the all white background. I seen that. I was like, oh shit, I gotta grab this. I spent like it was like $20 in commissary. I bought all the tracks and I seen ST Next
Oh
thing. I was
shit.
like, oh shit. And that's when I start peeping like, oh, like there is niggas still doing this shit and all of that. And then when I came home, that's when I linked up with my man Pro Dillinger, and he kind of showed me the ropes of this shit, the band camp, and like, yeah, they still checking for this. And then that's how I made my, I was with the Umbrella, I did what I did with them.
Right,
And then,
right.
now I'm, me. And so, it was a whole like adventure, even getting recognized back into this like sound.
Nah, that's a fact. And you know what? You make a good point. Like the fact that it is oversaturated is it's like it's a good thing. And it's also it has its good things and it has its negative things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. A lot of people are seeing things and then just trying to do that same thing. That's where I'd be like, yo, like, because it was like biting was never cool. You feel
Yo,
me?
fact.
Like biting
That's a
was
fact.
never cool. So it's like, I just noticed a lot of things, and it's cool to show that like it's a double edged sword because like it also kind of sounds like I'm saying that you can't be inspired by nobody else when it's like, yo, I grab inspiration from a lot of shit, but I'm just not gonna try to
There's a
imitate
way
it.
of doing it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
it's
know
a
what I don't like
fine
how somebody
line.
will
It's a very
they'll
fine
take the
line.
song, a song dropped 5, 6 years ago, 10 years ago. They'll take it, redo the same hook, and then put their verse on. It's like, if you just repeat it, I heard that song already. You know
That's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying. Like like niggas ain't pushing the envelope. It's kind of like, yeah, we just gonna get a bunch of dusty shit and get a dope art. Like, boom, right? Let's talk about it. If we're gonna like, we all right, we potted, right?
Listen, bro, this is
Let's
this is a free space. This is like Twitter.
listen.
This is like
We're about
Twitter.
to
You
unpack it.
understand?
We're about to unpack it. Let's talk about the artwork being harder than the LP sometimes.
That's most of the time these days.
You
That's
feel me?
most of
Like
the
a lot
time.
of niggas is getting away with murder.
Yeah. Because the
Murder,
artwork
bro.
sells. The visuals is always gonna sell. You
I'm
know
gonna
what
say,
I'm
Artwork
yeah, the
saying?
visual
crazy.
sells it, right? Like now it's just visual.
It's just visual now, and it's like I'm not from that school.
Right.
Like I bought "It's Dark and Hell Is Hot" because the album had a story. Like it was a like you felt that album. That's one of the most impactful albums to me personally. DMX's first joint, because when it came out, it was like that nigga was in the room with you. We didn't care about his album. His album cover wasn't even that crazy.
Right.
You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, so it's like think about all the greatest hip hop albums, fam. The cover is not even like, it's like people lost sight of that. It's like, oh, we're purchasing this because the art is dope, but it's like, all right, after you purchase it, it's just going on the shelf. I don't like that. I want that shit to be played. I want you to break the vinyl so you have to buy another one. You played it so much.
That's a
That's
fact.
how
The
that's how it
tape
used to
pop.
be. We used to spin them CDs till they were scratched, bro. Straight
What?
like
I
that.
still spin my CDs. I'm a big CD collector. You feel me? Like I still like breaking plastic and open it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not gonna sit here and say like that the art part isn't a part of it, because it is. One of my favorite artists of all time is Michael Jackson. Like
Okay.
everything was super duper artistic and all of that, but the music was matched. The music was more impactful than what the fuck was on his album cover. Like I've seen people literally say like um people declare that the album artwork is more important than the music, and I was just like, yo, what era are we in? Like this is wild. Like you
It's
feel
yeah,
like
man.
what are we really, what, like, it's crazy, man. Like people's grading system and everybody saying everything is a classic. It's like, damn, like, yo, we don't have no like, there's no rubric no more. It's just niggas is just saying whatever. And a lot of these LPs, I be listening, man. And I listen without a subjective ear, which means I take my personal opinion away from it. And it's just like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like this album artwork is fire, but the music is not matching that shit.
right. And that's a lot of it, bro. You
A lot
know?
of it.
I think we're coming back. We've made a sharp course corrective turn back towards lyricism. So
Yeah.
even the niggas who we talking about, even the people who might be fall under this banner, still could bar out. And you know what? I think that's probably what bothers me the most. A lot of what I hear is lackluster, and I know that niggas is capable of more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
fan, I want to hear it, bro. As a fan,
Me
I want
too.
to hear. I want to be like, oh, that nigga, he just went crazy.
He
Yo,
just went
bro,
crazy.
you posted some shit the other day. You walking down the street, spitting bars. Nigga said something, 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 golden chrysanthemum. Yo, bro, it's certain things like that that trigger memories, right? So
Yeah.
words, tones, images will trigger a memory. When you said that, I remember it took me back to the building that my father used to live in, and there was an old white hippie dude in the back, and he used to smoke with us all day, right?
Yeah,
Oh
This
yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
you remember, son, right? This nigga would tell us about the golden chrysanthemum and how it was like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like the life flower of the Buddhist religion.
And
You know what I mean?
that's what makes that line so colder, because when you actually know what it is, it's
It's
like, oh,
I
this
was
nigga said the coupe is the color of that. You know what
yo,
I'm saying?
bro. I said, oh nah.
Yeah.
Oh nah. Like
That
what that points out to me is that you're dedicated to it.
absolutely.
You're dedicated to the pen being dope enough to instill a reaction from a intellectual. Fuck a,
Exactly.
I'm not looking for the reactions from the niggas who's mouth breathers, bro. We don't need no reactions from mouth breathers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yo,
It don't do nothing for me. But if another intellectual is like, yo, fam, what you I caught that. You feel me? Like
that's what
that's
we
what I
want.
do it for. I take pride in like the actual art of words. You feel me? Like it's more than just rapping to me, because even when like I'll take it back to school, like I was always interested in like language arts. I never really paid any mind like that, except for when it had to do with dialogue or reading something and then writing you about what I just wrote. Writing about what I just read, excuse me. You know what I mean? So like I'm a good retainer of information, and then using that information to say some fly shit. You feel me? Like I'm always looking to use the shit I learn on a daily basis in the rap shit. So it's like it's a 24-hour job for me. You feel me? Like
Right,
I use everything. I use a bit of the lessons. I put supreme mathematics in there. I
right.
give people supreme alphabet. I give you knowledge about different schools of thought as well as the street shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Because
I
I'm a
hear it,
street
bro.
nigga. I'm always gonna rap some street shit, but I try to put the you know what I mean, put the medicine in there with it and make somebody do some knowledge, do some research or whatever. Because I feel like Wu Tang was the best at that. Like Wu
That's a
Tang
fact.
Clan saved my life, man.
Mm,
You know
talk
what I mean?
about it.
They're the ones that
Talk
made
about
me go get knowledge yourself. And I heard certain things, and you know what I mean? Like you might hear something the same as me, but it might not have struck you the
it.
same. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like Wu Tang made me go research my relationship to the universe. You feel me? Which led me to the 5% Nation and all of that. So it's like hip hop is essential, man. Like
Right. It's a direct it's like it coincides with the knowledge that you're speaking on. And
exactly.
I can appreciate, so before we get into another track, we got three more tracks for me. Before we get into another track, I got to ask you a question. I already know the answer. I think I already know the answer.
All right.
Uh are you a movie buff?
I love movies.
I knew it. I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
I love
I could
movies.
see from your artwork and the inspiration and the bars and you know what, even the instrumental choice. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely. I love watching. Like I love all the new shit, but I love watching movies that I grew up watching. Like I'm a real nostalgic person. That's why I have Last Action Hero,
Oh
Three
nah,
Ninjas, Screwface. You feel me?
fire.
Like these I draw from my childhood, and I use these themes as new shit. You feel me? Like I remember being young. You know the movie Mark for Death, Steven Seagal with the
Come on
Jamaican
now.
posse.
Come on now.
Screwface scared the shit out of me as a
When as
kid.
a
So it's
kid,
like
bro, and then you
if I
found
ever
out it
wanted to
was
be a
two of them
villain,
at
I
the
wanted to
end?
be Screwface.
Son, you remember when Son stepped out, the second one stepped out? Like, nah. I'm like,
Yeah, yo,
yo,
that
bro.
movie used to scare the living shit out of me, but I would love to watch it because Screwface was just so ill to me. Like, yo, that's an ill nigga. So, and he was like my uncle.
Remember when Son had his sister and he's like, me not rape ya, me make you mine. I said,
Oh my
oh,
gosh. That
Savage.
nigga Screwface scared the shit out of me. His real name is Basil Wallace, the
did not
dude
know
that
that.
played him. And he's like a legend in Jamaica, like with the acting and shit like that. So peace to Basil Wallace. He killed that role.
Facts, bro. Facts. But yeah, nah, I could totally tell. I'm a movie buff myself, man. And you know what? Um I think if you were born in the late 80s and you came up throughout the 90s and the early 2000s, that was the best time for cinema and TV
Absolutely. It's all
generally.
we had.
Yo, it's all we
It's all we
had.
had. Like I remember the world before social media. So I feel like the way I operate, that shit kind of like is counteractive to these internet niggas, because it's like you don't even remember the world without this. Like you had to really be that nigga. You couldn't just come online and like you had to be out. Like you had to really be him outside. to
Yeah,
even
for
get that
some
type
there
of
is no
respect.
world
You feel
without the
me?
internet. That's a fact. For some,
Yeah,
it's
like
just the
the
internet.
internet is like a crutch for a lot of motherfuckers. Like it's again, it's a double edged sword with the internet. You feel me? Because now everybody's the star. You feel me? Like nobody has to really show and prove with the craft. Like you could be more trash than me, but you talk shit better than me. You gonna win the online
Mm-hmm.
perception, and the narrative goes to you
You could
because
just
you
be
just
more
know how to pop
visual.
shit better than.
Yeah, you
Right,
could
but
just
you
Right.
never
post
wanted to
more.
compete in the craft that we're even like competing about.
Right.
You feel me?
Nah, that's a fact. It's like you don't want to throw down in the gauntlet, but you want to.
Nobody does. Like,
That's just
when was
crazy,
the
bro.
last real like? Let's talk about it. Like, when was the last real like hip hop back and forth? Like, we understand. Like, yo, these niggas is going at it lyrically. It's not no personal. These niggas is doing a battle. Like, it's wax for wax. You nigga, you got 24 hours to respond. I always came from if I come at you on a track, nigga, you got 48 hours tops to respond, nigga.
Right.
If
Right.
not, you lost that.
Right. You
You know what I
lost that.
mean?
You
So
lost
it's
that
like,
little skirmish.
yeah, that's what I come from, bro. So it's like niggas don't be ready for that level of competitiveness because I remember, like, when I remember, for instance, like I battled this kid from my neighborhood named Reciprocal back in the day. This is back in the day. You can tell by the name.
Yo, for real. When
Nigga's name
Reciprocal.
was Reciprocal, bro. Yo, I flamed the nigga. I went to what I go? I went to one of these stores. I bought 100 blank CDs, fam, and I just went around the hood. Yo, got the new track getting at this thing. And no, these CDs used to float around town to town.
Yo,
Like, and that's how you had to do it. So I still have like that dog in me. And you know, it helps me in a lot of ways because like I'm relentless and I understand persistence, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like people will mistake my confidence for arrogance and think like, oh, this nigga think he the shit, but ain't I supposed to?
ain't I supposed to? Ain't I supposed to? Yo, bro, thank you for bringing that up. All right, all right. Thank you for bringing that up. That's a great point because it's like, yo, man. Number one, I'm supposed to be confident. Number two, if you are deterred by my confidence, then you're not confident. You gotta look. You
Right,
gotta
you're
look
missing
within.
what you're supposed to have. Like we
You
all
feel
supposed to
me?
have
Exactly.
that.
You
Right.
know how many shows? You know how many? All right, not even shows, bro. But we could talk about the shows. But you know how many rooms, studios, places we've been in where it's niggas in there, bro. It's famous niggas in there, bro. It's industry niggas in there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas that household niggas, VH1 niggas. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? In the studio, nigga, right? Dap them up, bop, 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 whatever, whatever. They go in, they break they shit. We go in, we break our shit. Now it's a different energy, bro.
Yeah.
It's a different energy, bro.
Because now the craft got to speak when we all here live and we in the room and it's like, yo, that's that, like your status ain't gonna help you right here right now. Like
Right,
you got to be nice right here right now. A lot of these niggas fall. I done been in the room with a lot of industry niggas and we in the cipher. And niggas is like, yo, who is this nigga, son?
right.
Like he's wowing.
And
You
the
know what I mean?
next thing you know, you don't get invited back to the studio.
Yo, let me
It's
tell you, fam.
crazy shit,
A
bro.
real like, listen. I'm gonna break it out right here on the Gray Area Podcast. I'm not gonna say this person's name,
Nah,
but
we not yet. We don't got to
yeah,
do all that,
we
but
don't
you
even
know.
do, yeah, we ain't even on that. But I'm just letting you know the type of shit that happens, right? Like, boom, this is a rapper. We all know this nigga. You understand? We all know this nigga. We all know him, right? This nigga, I was in LA at the time. This nigga DMs me, yo, I see you out here, King. Yo, I got this record. I'm gonna send that shit to you. I'm like, yo, I bet. Yo, I'm honored, my nigga. You know, you
Fact.
giving it up because this is a nigga I still listen to some. You know what I mean? But he did some corny shit. Let me tell you. He sends me the record, right? Smoke this nigga's boots. 20 minutes, sent that back. Boom, smoked them. You see what I'm saying?
Hold that.
So boom, right? He's like, oh shit, yo, that's what's up, my nigga. You got that shit right back. I was like, yo, listen, I'm doing this D2 thing. I'm gonna send you this beat, right? I sent them the beat and I sent them $150, right? Now listen, right? People will hear $150 and be like, nigga, that ain't no bread.
It don't
But to
matter.
an
It's
independent
offering.
nigga,
It don't matter.
I'm
It's
not no
offering.
rich nigga. I
Right.
don't care if I have $1 billion. $150 is the same value to me. I don't care how much money I have. You see what I'm
And
saying?
also, it's
And
like eye for eye type shit. Like a hand wash the other hand. Like I just dropped
but
on your
Pete, I
joint.
didn't you but look, right? He reached out to me. I never DM'd you. You reached out to me, which means you've been watching me. So
Right.
cool.
You've been
Right.
So
lurking. You've
cool.
been lurking.
I send you your record back. I didn't charge you not a dime. I asked you for a verse and send you money. You didn't even ask me for no bread.
Right.
Months go by. I never received the verse, right? I hit son up like, yo, what's up? You still got me on the verse? Not even on no bullshit. Like, yo, what's up? You still got me? I understand, like, shit could be busy. I get it. You know what I mean? The nigga said, yeah, as soon as you get the second half, I was like, yeah, fam, you could keep that, bro. Like, that's kind of crazy. You see what I'm saying? So, like, now, like, I'm out $150, but you online talking like, yo, fam, like, don't sub me and you owe me bread.
Right.
I
Right.
ain't asked for my bread back, but you're feeling insecure online, and now you start popping your little shit, and it's like, yo, fam, I could read between all of that shit. You know what
That
I'm saying?
remind me of
Right.
years ago in the studio. They went to the studio. Bugs dropped the verse. And, you know, this is a notable cat, right? Older cat. And, he dropped the verse. It took him like an hour and a half to do his shit. Bugs going in, body it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dub. It was cool energy in the studio, but then later, a week later, he on Funk Master Flex or some shit. And one of the bars stood out to me because it was like days after they just did the studio. She's like,
Yeah, like
corny
niggas be
niggas
trying to get
make
their
me
little shit off.
antisocial. And it's like, yo, that's a fact. So it's like, it's like the egos and all that extra shit come into play. It's
Right.
like, yo, listen, man, if you solid with what you do to the core, it's like, it really don't matter what's going on around you. You know what I mean? You got to live in that energy. But other
And
people
that
just
shit
be
be
threatened.
coming from a motherfucker, like, in the beginning, it's like, yo, like, I'm hyped to work with this dude. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Facts.
Right.
we all fall victims to, we all take shit on face value. You know what I'm saying? We all think like, oh, yo, like, because once I started getting around niggas that's on and shit, and I start realizing like, yo, fam, not only am I capable, but two, like, y'all niggas be playing this gatekeeper shit. It's like, yo, I don't want to fuck with none of you niggas. I'd rather fuck with niggas that's on the come up, because like every time we reach out to niggas that's have a quote unquote name or whatever, like niggas get weird. Like they'll use you to hype up they shit. But now when you need the favor back, like niggas is, I mean, like niggas is leaving you on scene, all types of shit. But it was cool when you hopped on my
And
album.
I feel
It
like
was
that
cool.
gatekeeping is only result of them having a little piece of something. Finally, they got some view, and they're afraid that, yeah, it just so happened that there's always
Yeah,
some other
fam.
cats, always some other flavors. It's like somebody hear
Yeah.
that shit, and your fear is what? They not gonna like you as much? It's like that's a
Word.
waste of energy, but that's what
It's
they
a
see.
waste
It's
of
like,
energy. It's a
I
lot of
got this,
niggas
I'm not
that
gonna let you have it.
exactly. That's exactly what happens. And then a lot of that, like, we also have this going on. You got niggas that's like somewhat on or whatever. They're looking at other niggas in the underground that might not have the same resources, or you know what I mean, the same capital available, and they're taking an idea and running with it like they
Oh man.
originated that. And it's like, nah,
Oh,
nigga,
I
you
seen a
see
lot of
me
that.
doing
Yeah, yeah.
this. Nigga, where did you see that? You saw me do that. You see what I'm saying? And
Right,
it's like
bro.
the world is small, fam. Like you're not gonna tell me that like, fam, this ain't no coincidence. I don't even believe in coincidence, fam. Like you seen that and then you tried to run with it. You know what I'm saying? But and I peep once I say something and you peep that I say something, you stop doing that shit. So it's like, yeah, nigga, I know. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. Why not hit me up like, yo, I see you. I see you. Be like, what's up? Let's link. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find you a situation. But nah, niggas would rather just try to keep you silent because everybody want to be the star. You feel me?
Straight like that, yo.
Everybody want to be the star. I'm the type of nigga like, yo, if I see somebody doing like, yo, if I tell this nigga to go here, son, that shit might take him up. So I might as well. What do I lose, bro?
Nothing.
Facts. What do you
I
lose?
don't lose
You
nothing.
gain
If
an
I don't
anything,
ally,
lose.
you if
man. You gain
anything,
an
you got an
ally.
ally. Right, you
I got an
gain.
ally now, my nigga.
It's
You
just
feel me? And
Straight
I
like
perception.
don't
That's
that.
do
mental.
things. I don't do things to throw in people's face. You feel me? But I understand that this is a one hand wash the other type of business. You feel me? But it's getting to the point where you can't even build with niggas because everybody's so egotistical about it. Everybody's looking at it like, yo, if this nigga get on, then that's one less spot. Meanwhile, it's mad bread. Everybody could eat out here.
Wild
Yo,
bread, yeah,
Everybody
and
bro.
could
it's
eat out
mad.
here.
It's mad cities, mad countries. Like it's mad bread.
There's so many markets, bro, and there's so many different things you could do. So I just don't be understanding like the gatekeeper mindset, because it's like you're fake telling niggas you're insecure, bro. Like
Yo,
you
straight like
picking
that.
who, yeah, like you trying to pick who's lit, and it's like, yo, fam, like damn, nigga, like it's hard enough to worry about yourself. You sitting here telling niggas like, yo, don't drop this nigga, and oh, you fuck with this nigga. Yo, stop interviewing the ops. It's like, yo, fam, like, shut up, nigga. You sound scared as fuck.
If
You know what I'm
anything,
saying?
interview the ops too, nigga, because guess what? Guess what, bro? The best decision that you could make is a fully informed decision.
That's
Do you
it.
understand? So it's like yo, bro, it's so crazy, man. Number one, capitalism has us thinking that there's not enough for everybody. And
Yep.
that's not true.
You know
That's
what, bro?
not
To
true,
add
man.
to what you just said about like the informed decision, right? It's like even at this point, when you make a decision and decide on something right now, you're going to use all the information you have right now. But
Right.
tomorrow you have some new information. So like I said to say, it's like if I'm gonna make a decision right now, and part of that decision is wrapped up in what another artist think or what another motherfucker think or whatever motherfucker doing, like I've wasted that space. I could be thinking and dilute. You know what I mean? I could be adding
You
some
just
other info to
wasted
my
mad
decision.
time and
You
space.
understand? Energy, space, time. So it's like all of that could be brought back to self. And okay, let me just focus on what I'm doing and make the decision on me instead of making the decision based on what I see on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Because
That's
that
the
should
whole
have just
plan.
had you chasing. Like if you could keep comparing what you see in this shit online, it's all a front. So you're gonna be fighting a ghost. Like I said, like you're just gonna do it all for nothing. It's not gonna be natural.
That's
You
a
gotta do the
fact.
best thing for you. That's that live through yours. Facts. You gotta do the
Straight
best
up.
thing for you because the best thing for me might not be the best thing for you, and vice versa. It's like we gotta find okay that worked for them. Okay, let's see what's
Right.
gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a whole
Straight up and
fact.
down.
Listen, we got another AP the Overlord joint.
Yes, sir.
This off of the Ngozi album. That's you and Alejandrito.
Yeah,
That's how you say?
Alejandrito out of Nicaragua, man. That
Oh, all
that
right.
boy.
He said that
He,
almost effortlessly.
Nah, yeah,
yo,
yeah, yeah. I'd
I
like
had to say it
yo,
so many
bro.
times in raps. It's like that shit just roll off the tongue now.
Son is nice though. Son is
Yo,
nice
he's
on
a
the
beast.
soundscapes,
He's a
bro.
beast. We got another project called The Great American coming.
Oh, I can't wait for that. All right, yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna drop this, and then I want to talk about your writing process, bro.
absolutely.
All right, yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, Alejandrito, AP the Overlord, and Goshi. AP, he the great elephant, back outside, I'ma bring him all to hell again. Just two straps, feet came with the metal, ran through the ghetto, flame in the metal, Catch a nigga running around the corner when I caught up to him. Bet you knew he was a born gave a little nigga wings and I told him be easy. Nigga life so greasy. AP the general, AP the big lord, AP for president, P run the whole world. You don't understand when I tell you this the big league. Boy, I came to the war with the big beam. Look, I be really doing what I wanna. Won't you tell him how I had your baby girl up in the sauna? She was getting dick down, I was blowing marijuana. Got her doing tricks now, trust you don't really wanna. It's the same old prison rap, same old ammo blazing at your fitted cap. Stay humble, stay low, blow like hootie bag. Hope you ain't think I wasn't gone, get my leg back. Spin the corner, bring the stick back. Deja vu, same thing, 2 times black. Spin the corner, bring the stick back. Deja vu, same thing, 2 times black. I'ma get you, cause I have to. Nigga, I'ma rap you. After I clap you, bring you to the graveyard, then I'm going dirt you. Already dug the grave, nigga, bring the dirt through. Grim Reaper rap, P bring the Reaper black. You reap what you sow, so understand you deserve it, God. Everything is real in the field, my niggas pitching crack. Fire got put in the ground, I can't get him back. Fire got put in the ground, I can't get him back. Moment of silence for my nigga. Miss you. Real niggas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
That was
yes.
Deja Vu, produced by Alejandrito. That's off Ngozi.
Yo, man, I'm telling
Yeah,
you, bro, straight
dope vibe
missiles,
on the
kid.
production as well. That's a fact.
Straight missiles, kid. And you listen. We got one, man. I'm not gonna say much, but me and
Yeah.
Jamal, we got one, man. And
Woo, I
yeah,
can't
man.
wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, yeah, man.
When I heard that beat, I
Let's
was like,
go.
yo, this beat is fucking just dusty. I was like, yo, I'm about to
Crazy.
fuck this shit up, so
Yo, bro. My son says some crazy things on there. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Onaje Jordan, though. That's
the
the guy.
Angel Wings line, you heard?
Bro. Come on. I'm listening to it. I'm like, yo, he's killing it. He's killing it. Then you switched it. You switched the cadence and went. I'm like, ah,
So you
nah.
might have to play that shit and cut it out, son.
Oh,
Play that
God.
shit.
You want to hear it?
Yo,
All right,
Yeah,
bro.
play that shit. We just edit it out.
All right.
yo, that verse is crazy.
I'm gonna download that. I'm gonna work on downloading that. But yeah, bro. Like going back to what you were saying, man. It's like I'm the type of nigga, bro. If I like it, I like it. So it's like I seen you. I've been watching, and also let me pretend that I'm a watcher. I will watch. You feel me? I'll watch. I'll see what somebody's doing. I watched for a couple years, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I seen you drop that Grim Knight Scully, and I was like, yeah, that's bro. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, the Grim Knight ski mask, them shits, yo, like other than like probably some of my first vinyl releases, like them shits sold so fast, bro. Like I couldn't believe it, bro. That's when I start realizing, like, all right, like they fucking with me.
That
I
you
just
got
gotta
the power.
disassociate with the hating shit. You feel me? I gotta
Right.
just stay away from that shit, cause that be the shit. I gotta spend time arguing with these niggas, cause niggas will resort to saying like the most craziest things, and then it's like, all right, I have to respond to this. You feel me?
Right.
But
Yeah.
other than that, like that been my whole mode. That's why I came out with the Sega Genesis systems. I'm doing the Super Nintendos.
Whoo.
I try to do like other things. You feel me? We definitely got to do something in the video game world. I don't know what we're gonna do, but
Oh,
we
for
got to roll
sure.
something out for sure.
For sure. You already know. Like, listen,
That's
Yeah.
fire.
I say that to say this. I seen it through the fire comment under there, right? Son hit right back. Yo, appreciate you. Hit me, let's build. Most people, well, from what I see in our pool, most people will see that comment and not send no DM. They like the comment, appreciate you, whatever.
Yep.
I hit him up directly. Yo, what's up, bro? You fire. Trying to cook. He said, send me something. Sent it to him, bro. Nothing. Like nothing, bro. It was like, I'm telling you, man, like it's
Right back.
certain, right back, bro. It's certain genuine connections. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
And
And
if you remember, like it took a couple of days only because like I had like some shit going on. I would have been sent that back, but
life be
that,
lifing, bro. I
yeah,
already
all
know.
those days though, like that's how it is with me in my mind. I'd be like, yo, I gotta hold, like, I gotta get this done for the like niggas be on my mind. If I say something to somebody, producer, other artist or something, like it becomes like I have to do it. You feel me? Because I'm a man of my word with this shit, and I feel like that's kind of what like carried me along too. You feel me? Because there's been a lot of producers. You feel me? And I'm not trying to take no credit for nobody's talent, but like I put a lot of people in the forefront, and as a result of working with me, they was able to do like other things. You feel
Right.
me?
Yo,
We
So
know
listen,
and
that
bro.
shit. That's a fact. We know that
yeah,
type
and
of
I don't
time.
say that to take credit for from nobody, because everybody I work with I feel like is dope. You know what I mean? Because I
Right,
listen first, and if it don't work, I'd be like, yo, listen, I don't know. You know what I mean?
right,
But
right,
certain things come naturally, so it's like that's what I'm on, bro. Like I'm always on. 'Cause it's not gonna hurt me. You feel me? It's not gonna hurt me to get up with somebody else that's dope, bro. It's only gonna benefit us both. Now it's like, yo, I got an ally. This is a platform. Like this is a like, you know, and I'm just now making the connection. I didn't know. You see what I'm saying? I'm making the connection now that it's the, you know what I mean? I just did that out the love. I didn't know that you was even involved with the gray area part. You see what I'm kind of saying?
You
Like,
see, I didn't even see. You know what the funny thing is? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure because I remember you had reposted something. You shared something to your story, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
because
that's
I
dope.
started listening to the pod just regular. Like I love pods. It's my top 3 podcasts right now. I shit you not. It's Joe Budden podcast, the Gray Area
I
podcast,
appreciate you, man.
and I listen to Math Hoffa a lot. And I'm talking about like the actual audio. Like you
Right,
see what I'm saying? Like
right,
it's part of my day when you guys drop. Like I make it my business to watch that pod. You feel me? So, you know, and I've tried. You know, like not even tried. Like I've podded other places and all of that. Like
right,
but you know, it's I'm an aesthetic dude, bro. Like I look at how people are doing it as opposed to like what they do, and I don't care what political connections you have because I listen to the pod and it's like there was really no substance there. You did that just for a look. You feel me? All you did
right.
was ask the person about trivial shit that you know what I mean.
Or
Y'all
or
didn't.
controversial shit, or shit that you
Yeah.
know is gonna bring static
Right,
down
motherfucker be
after the
so
shit is
Right.
over. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
You seen a lot of
Um.
these pods go into some goofy shit now. Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact, and we
But
appreciate
nah,
that.
yeah, we really want to have a focus and really break down. We learned about you, learned about your. Oh, we was talking about you was about to go into breaking down how you rap
Oh yeah, yeah, your
and kind of
writing
like
Yeah. The
this.
process,
writing
man.
process. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more because you are a lyricist. Your pen is crazy. Tell us just more about you know what your inspiration is on the day to day and what you draw from and like when you knew because listen, I'm nice, Guru nice, you nice. There was a day. I don't know specific date and time, but there was a day when I knew I'm the nicest nigga in this circle or in this
Yeah.
room at the moment. What was that time for you? You know what I'm saying?
I've had it a couple of times,
Mm.
right? I remember there was a showcase. First of all, I haven't physically written a rhyme since probably Screwface is probably the last project that I actually write, because I don't write rhymes no more. You know
You
what I'm
just go
saying?
in the booth and brick it out. I hear
Yeah,
that.
I'm doing it take for take. I'm just not physically writing, like the writing, because my mic is right in front of me. Everything, I'm blessed with the luxury of recording myself, so everything is right here. I can actually take my time, and it's more about the feeling now. So there's no writing process per se, but what I do is like say Nkosi, right? Like going into Nkosi, it's inspired from the Shaka Zulu movie that came out in like the early 90s. It's like a 9-part film. You understand? So while I'm working on the album, I'm not watching anything but that. Everything is about that. I start acting like that. I start
Right.
like, it's almost like an actor getting ready
It's
for a
character
film.
development. Right.
Right. So it's like, even the writing, that's why on like some tracks, like even at the end of the track we just heard, like that real dark grim voice, I feel like I'm channeling the energy from that. So I'm really just using what's actually inspiring me at the time. I just entrenched myself into it. The time when I knew that I was like I got something, there was a showcase back in the day in my hood, and I'm talking about like everybody, all the prominent artists was in the show. You know what I mean? And at the time I had this song called Black Pride.
Mm.
And it was around the time of one of these police shootings. There's been so many.
So
And
many.
I performed it, and I ended up winning that showcase. And one, it taught me like, yo, you have a voice, and two, how to capitalize on like current events. Not that I'm capitalizing off the trauma, but the song that I performed, it was perfect timing and all of that. And
Right, it
that's when I
resonated.
knew. And then another time I knew was when I went to the West, and I was, in the studio. I'm not gonna say anybody's name, but these is prominent cats in the game. You feel me? And we was
Right.
in the cipher, and I flamed everybody in the room. Niggas was just like, "Yo, get this nigga out of here." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's when I really knew, like, all right, yo, niggas can't fuck with me. You feel me?
Right. You know what?
Hey,
Go ahead.
yo, one time for us, like on a recording tip was when we did Live Through Yours. We finally did or was it the first shit, Laissez
Oh
Faire?
wow.
I think one of the first
I
shits we
might be able to
recorded.
find that. That's crazy.
Shit, yeah, we got something. But on show shit, we've done a couple of shows. We just tap in. You know the energy you get. You start seeing the show. I mean, you see the crowd is with you. Everything is resonating. Like that's when it's like, oh shit, yeah, it's on point.
Right.
So like a couple of times like that. You know what I'm saying? But I also remember we went to Brooklyn for what studio? I'm not gonna say no names on that too. We went to some label studios. A bunch of us bodied the young niggas on the song. That song ain't never come out.
Oh,
He's like,
That's
yeah, we
what
ain't
be
gonna never release
happening.
that shit.
I
yo,
done had
That's
bro.
a fact. He said
Phil.
we ain't never
I
release.
done had
And we kept
public
that engineering in
fallouts
dumb
with
long,
people
but
over shit like that. Like you said a nigga a verse, and then it's like months ago. It's like, yo, fam, are you ever putting that out? Like,
Right. They don't say
because
shit.
I know
And
you didn't
yo,
just
needs to
like.
be heard.
I left work to come and do this for you. You feel me? Because it's like you have someone to see. That's the thing. It always comes out of a place of honor and respect for me. But then when it's not reciprocated, it's like, oh, you think I'm pussy?
right.
That's
Right.
how I be feeling, right or
Think
wrong.
you
I'd be
know?
like,
Is it
oh,
right? That's how you
you think I'm a clown and shit like that.
feel.
Like, you know
You
what I
know
mean?
what I
Another
think?
prominent name. I left work one day because this nigga was
See,
like, yo, I want you on this project. Cool. I left work early, laid down 2 verses on 2 different tracks, sent it, and then now you talking about like, oh yeah, there was a line on here. It's like, yo, fam, shut up, nigga. You got smoked on both records. You don't want to put it out. I get it. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
but it's
It's
like,
like that
don't
shit
make no
make you
bullshit
feel
excuse
pussy.
and give me it, because it's like, fam, I've been doing this too long for you to sit there and tell me like this ain't enough. When it's like, fam, I'm smoking you on your own shit, fam. And I'm not saying it because it's me. I'm listening to what's being. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that shit make you feel pussy, but it's really them being pussy
Right,
because like, oh, nah,
right.
this nigga like now I feel I'm reserved now. I don't want to do it. It's like you not the goofy, they the goofy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Nah,
it's
for real.
weird. You know what I mean? But it come with the game, and it's like it's a taste of it before niggas get to like the level we're going to get to. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Because it don't get no easier. It doesn't get less tricky. It doesn't get less weird. It
Right.
don't get less fake. It actually increases the more prestige we gain. You feel me? Like the way y'all
Right.
pod is now. As soon as like the prominence and prestige that I know you guys are gonna start to gain, You know what I'm saying? As soon as that starts coming, and now you're gonna have like people trying to tell you like, yeah, don't like, oh, why you fuck with him, or yo, you really doing that? Like, it's like, yo, fam, like you're gonna see all of that shit. Cause I done had people come to me like, yo, why you do a track with this nigga? Yo, you shouldn't fuck with this guy. And I'm like, yo, fam, the fact that you even hit me up to say that about this nigga, I'm gonna do a whole album with him.
Yo, straight like that.
You know what I mean?
Straight like
Because it's
that.
like, what would make you feel so uncomfortable about his rap, bro?
Right. You know what it is for me, man? It's like this shit, because it's a club for everybody now. People don't realize there's a disconnect between people realizing that, like, yo, bro, a lot of us come from street shit. You
Yep.
feel me? So you telling me not to fuck with another nigga? I done seen niggas get burned over that shit, bro.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
For
So
real, man. Like,
it's like you gotta be it. They don't realize it's a disconnect. So it's like I never claimed to be no crazy nigga, bro, but I've been outside. I done what I done. My name is Muggs on Drugs for a reason. You feel me? It's
right,
not. This ain't no fucking. This ain't a facade, bro. You feel me? So
right,
it's like, yeah, bro. They don't realize, like, these critics don't realize a lot of some of these other rappers who is just you just rap because you like to rap because you want to be part of this.
right.
I rap because it was the only outlet I had when I was 14 and things was crazy in my life. And then
True indeed. Yep.
that's when it started to really percolate, because I realized that I can take the vocabulary that I have and formulate something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you know what?
What
Go
you
ahead, go
yeah.
ahead.
Real quick, bro, what you said is like I feel like that's the difference too, is like for other people it's not that. It's just like, oh, it's just this art I enjoy. And it's like I'm gonna make the craziest name I can come up with. So there are people that, yeah, it's not as direct and close to life, right? Like these young cats, the new like little so and so. We even gotta, you
Right.
know what I mean? We have this conversation, but yo, at the end of the day, it's not, it doesn't resonate on the same way. They don't come from the same things. And so, you always got to take it with a grain of salt, because, like, when we enter this market, enter this internet, it's like now it's anybody can see it. Motherfuckers that don't never leave their house,
Exactly.
and they behind the right, they behind the black mirror of it
Right.
all, just talking whatever,
And
whatever, bro. You
honestly,
don't even matter.
somebody from anywhere from 18 to 21, 22, what could they honestly tell you about life, bro?
Right.
That's a
They
fact.
just now starting to walk their dogs. It's not like
Right. You
you
even got a
can't
driver's
really,
license, my nigga? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like, you feel me? So it's like you got a lot of like, cause I see it even like with like, we could take hip hop out of it, like just people's ways and actions, like grown ass men like try to move like the young boys, and it's like, yo, bro, like that's not even like your era. Like you're supposed to be like different. You feel me? But you doing the same shit
Hip hop
like
needs
a
to
young
allow
nigga do.
for
It's like a
growth and
nigga
grace.
38 talking about like you starting to gang bang now. Like,
Right. Like
Right.
you
don't
supposed to.
start,
Too. You're
like
not
you
the.
already passed that time to put in that type of work, bro. You
But you know
catch a
what?
dime now at 30, it's over.
It's over. And you know what the
It's
funny
the.
thing about that is, bro? It's like, yo, the streets is so backwards these days that nigga, you won't last. You won't
You're
last,
not
bro.
gonna last
These young boys will take you out of here, bro. They
real quick.
will. You know what
But
I'm
you do
saying?
see them always that try to stick on the block. They stay on the
But that's
block. You know what I
because
mean?
they
Yeah,
bringing money
OGs
to
that
the
try to
block.
stay on the.
That's the only reason they're around. They're bringing money to the block. It's the only reason.
But at
right.
the end of the day, it's kind of like when I think about that, I think about hip hop. It's like, yeah, you'll get older and older, and it's not what other, so okay, other genres have them grow up and it's graceful. Where it's like, okay, you now you dealing with your same age, the same age bracket you was dealing with your age. Like you 50 now though, so I don't have
Mhm.
to act ridiculous on stage and fucking talk about, you know what I mean? Because we
Yeah.
grown up now. So other genres allow you to grow up a little better than hip hop does.
Yeah, because I mean, like, look it, right? Hip hop is only 50 years old. You
Mm.
feel me? It's straight from the street. So it's like there was the stigma placed, like, yo, once you like, because in our culture, it's like, once you 30, you old. But it's like, yo, fam, a man is not even at his complete peak until he's like 35, 36. This is when you at your real, like,
It's a fact.
your peak. You see
Right.
what I'm
You
saying?
really got this shit together.
There's still mad shit I'm learning. Like, yo, look at like yo, Garth Brooks and all these classic. Yo, fam, these niggas tour until they die, bro. Hip hop, we
Right.
trying to take
A
our
lot of
OGs
genres.
out and shit like that. Like, yo,
Mhm.
I like seeing Curtis Blow and TRS One on the stage and I like hearing a verse from Jigga at 50 plus, seeing Nas 50 plus still doing this shit because yo, a nigga like me, 35, it's like, damn, I still got 20 years of this left. You feel me?
Right.
Like I still like, you
Right.
feel me? So it's like, and you know, as the times change, like the people are changing. So like old people of today are not the same old people of yesterday. Like our old
Mm,
heads ain't the same. Like us
Facts.
becoming like the OGs now, like the country's gonna be different because we have a more like hip way of thinking things. We're not gonna be like the same types of old people. We gonna be old, but on some young shit.
facts.
Bro, you know what I thought about this a lot, even like got a song about this shit. This is what a thought I was thinking. Okay, so when we was growing up, a OG would be like, yo man, y'all don't know what hip hop is. We had KRS, we had Rakim, we had Diamond, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We had Pete Rock, right? Like so now 50 you go now it's like, oh man, y'all don't know what hip hop is. We had Jay-Z, we had Biggie, we had Pac, we had, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Now it's like, okay, 50 years later, they'll be like, nah man, y'all don't know what hip hop is. We had Lil Durk, we had Uzi Vert, we had, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so okay, so now let's ponder. It's like you an old head saying that I don't know what music is because y'all had low so and so. Now it's like it's bending backwards. It's not. It don't even like. Okay, I can hear you. Y'all had Biggie, right? That's true. Y'all had Biggie. Oh, y'all Rakim. Okay, true that. Y'all. Now, I don't know if you can hold that water. You gonna be old nigga like, damn. Man, I'm trying to tell this young cat my music was better, but is it? I don't know. Like,
It's like cause boom, right? Like, see, this is why like they call it like the golden like the best years of hip hop to me was like the 90s and shit when I was growing up from like 1990 to 99, right?
Mm,
Cool, right? Like, so boom. Danny
right?
Brown, I believe it was, he made a great fucking point, right? Like, it is the best music. You want to know why? Because, right? Like, boom, you got, you like, people to this day are still wearing the Jordan sneaker, but it's old as fuck. Like, just because it's new doesn't mean that it's better.
right.
You feel me? Like you still got like there's still like what's the last like timeless classic we got? Like it
Bro,
ain't we ain't have it. Like what's the most like
point.
classic album in the last 10 years that came out in hip hop, fam?
I guarantee if you were to ask anybody, even people from our generation, it would be a Drake album. It would be
Probably.
one of the Drake
Or
albums.
be a
Or
Kendrick Lamar
Kendrick or
album.
Or
J.
Kendrick
Or be
album.
Cole,
yeah.
right.
Or a J. Cole album,
Absolutely.
Right.
yeah.
Those
You know
three.
what I mean? But like
Your point.
what
Yeah.
was the last like it's dark and hell is hot, or who else had a crazy debut? What was the last like Illmatic or reasonable that like some shit that was just like, yo, this nigga is like solid like
I'm trying to think.
nothing has had that impact because it's a different day and age now. Everything is so wide. It's
It's
all digital now.
oversaturated.
We had to go to the
Yeah.
store when we wanted that extra. We had to go to the store when we wanted.
And
I
you know
remember,
what?
yo,
And
Right.
you
fam,
know what?
what was it? FYE.
FYE. FYE
That shit used to be every Wednesday to Thursday. I remember
for
leaving
the
school to
drop.
go get the Chic Luch
Oh, we
album.
good shit
Like,
was
Well,
crazy.
Walk With Me? You talking about
Tower
Walk With
Record
Me?
shit. Virgin.
yeah,
Yo,
Walk With Me
Walk
is
With
one of
Me.
my favorite albums of all
Bro,
time.
that's a masterpiece. Shout out to Luch. We gonna link one day. You already know.
Yeah,
Yo,
front to
bro.
back. You could put Walk With Me on, just press play. You don't have to touch nothing.
You understand how many winters Walk With Me got me through in high
Yo,
school?
fam.
New York winters, nigga. With the
What?
snorkel on.
New
New
York
York winters,
winners.
bro. I'm a dusty New York nigga. I'm not gonna hold nobody.
Word. Me too. Me too,
Feel
bro.
me?
Like that Walk With Me
You
shit.
feel
Like
me?
Walk With Me, Gangsta and like when Styles was doing like he had a 3 mixtape run that was just, like he had the Ghost Stories, Ghost in the Shell, and Ghost in the Machine.
Oh man.
Like yo, fam,
Yo, this part
Styles,
is the movie part. Oh
yo,
no.
Styles P raised me, bro. That nigga raised me,
Yo,
bro.
you know what the funny thing is? I got
But
a bar.
you
I
know
got a
what?
bar. I got a bar. I forgot what the fuck I said. It's on 96. It's about how, yeah, bro, like
What you talking about?
Styles was the ones who showed us what a G was. Beans, niggas like that was the niggas who, like, we had examples in our
Those
in
was
our
our blueprints.
ecosystem, right? Those are blueprints on how you supposed to move. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like we had examples of niggas in our ecosystems, in our own personal ecosystems. But when you put Beans on, when you put Jada on, when you put, you know what I'm saying? Like when you put certain guys on, and these classic albums, these classic records, bro, it's like, yeah, man, that's the shit that cut our teeth
Yeah.
into how to move. You know what I'm saying?
That's why like that
And you
era of
know,
music will always be on top.
Right, right.
bro, what I see as a big difference between that and now is like technology. Both sides. It's like back then, like you just said, you have to actually go get off your ass and go to the stores. Like you don't gotta do that now. They deliver it right to you in your hand.
Right.
It's like as an artist, it's like you have to get off your ass and find that studio with the analog machines and actually book the time and get an engineer that know what the fuck they do. It's
Yeah,
like there was so many extra steps. Like by the time you get there, you're gonna make sure it meant something,
that's
right?
a
So it's like
fact.
now it's like I can record this shit in my pocket. It's delivered to the consumer faster. That means they don't get to sit with it, right? It's like people used to sit with the album for months. Like you said, mad winners, right? It's like
Yeah,
now the vehicle you get music comes. Listen, there's a new music every Friday,
Yo, bro,
and
that's a
so
fact.
it shortened the window that you would grow with the album. It shortens the window that people take their time to actually craft
You
the
gotta
album.
blame
word.
The
iTunes as
window is
well.
just
You gotta
tight.
blame iTunes as well, bro.
That
When
technology,
For sure.
iTunes,
the
but
streaming
think about this.
technology.
Think about this right now. When iTunes came out, they gave you the option to just purchase one song. You used to have to buy the whole fucking album. And if you you skipped it, whatever. But you bought the whole album.
Yeah,
Now, you just buy what catches your ear now. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And the
So that's
beauty of an
why.
album is my fault, bro. But the beauty of an
Yeah,
album is we listen to it, right? And I might not like the intro for the first 3 months. But after I'm tired of my favorite joints and I listen to it again, the intro, all right, my point is I done had albums where I was like, yo, I'm not even fucking with 5, 6 songs on this shit. It's a waste of my money. 6 months later, I love the whole album. You know what I'm saying?
But you would have to have enough time to go back and go, you know what, let me give another shot,
right.
right? In a world where you got Spotify and the streaming
I
and
get
there's
what you're
always
saying.
some
I
new
get what you're
shit,
saying.
you feel me? You might not never get the opportunity. That's why I hate when it's like, oh, the submissions. I remember we was bigger on doing submissions for blogs and shit. They'd be like, oh, we only listen to shit for 10 seconds. It's like 10 seconds don't give you no grasp for no fucking song anyway.
Yeah, that's some
And so it's
bullshit.
like it's some bullshit. It's some media shit. So back to what you're saying with media games. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like the whole system and structure where it's like you don't never really sit with music long enough to really develop a idea and a emotional attachment to it, to the art. And so that goes to the artist. Well, fuck it, let me make some cookie cutter, right? Let me make some
Yep.
fucking
You just throw
mass
some shit
marketed
together.
fast food shit. Why? Why? Because you ain't going to even really sit for it for too long. The system won't let you.
Right.
And so that's not even true. It's like let's make the best thing you can make because if you grab them, you grab them. But if you're thinking like that, you're feeding the issue. If we're as people, we just Spotify, so it's just the machine that feeds us up. It's a fucked up problem.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's a whole fact, bro. That's a
And then on top of that, when you go to those platforms, like they giving you a fraction of the penny for the listen.
mm.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
the art is it takes a hit because people is like not invested in it because even the reward for it is not even like
The reward. So you know what? This is what. So as humans, right? It's like if you think about Uber, it's like yeah, I used to have to call and hail a cab, but it's like we like Uber because it's like the reward is just easy. I can see the cab. There's no fucking mystery. I know where it's at, right? That's the
yep.
reward. But for that reward, it's like, well, listen, a bunch of people that had the medallions was a million
You
million
remember
dollars
that?
in New
You
York.
remember
Yo,
that?
fam.
Yo, so it's like imagine you
Yo.
was the last dude to get a medallion for $1
I
million,
remember my
and
pops
then
told
Uber
me that.
come,
He explained the medallion concept to me when I was a kid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And yo, he was like, I was like,
bro.
so how he's like, yo, one of those 500,000, easy.
It is
Bro,
crazy.
imagine you was the last dude to pay the millie for a fucking medallion, then
And then
Uber
Uber
gets
dropped.
huge, and it's like I just dropped $1 million. So that's the game. So it's like you just said for the reward. So for streaming, the consumer says, "Hey, this is easy as fuck. I get to choose and pick and blah blah blah. I can curate what I like. Great, that's awesome." But then what? We getting shitted on because we don't never get our just dessert as creators.
Exactly.
So that's why it is better to have your own shit going on because yeah, you better off getting the $1 sale off your one song
Mm.
versus them giving you the penny off the
All
stream.
right. That's why Bandcamp is so like essential to independent artists because without that, niggas would be getting like as far as
You know why
digital
I don't
bread,
like
niggas would be
Bandcamp? I
getting
gotta say
fucked
it.
over, man.
You know why I don't like a Bandcamp? I gotta say it. The cut they take is mighty. It's
Yeah, it
mighty.
is.
It's like it is. It's too much. It should be like 5%. I'm gonna be honest. But that's how they make money. You know what I'm
Yeah, they
Right.
saying?
keep the lights on.
It is what it is. It is what it
Right.
is. Yeah. See what you buy. See what you know. What Bandcamp is? It's like you put your shit there is because there's people that are looking for hip hop. That's just the end of the day. It's an aggregator. People know that I can go to Bandcamp as a marketplace to find the shit I want to buy.
Right.
Right, but at the end of the day, it's like you take that and also have your own website because if they buy from you directly, you keeping everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Also, you're not paying a web service,
Right.
right? So that's the benefit. There is benefits, but we got to look at both and go, okay,
You know what? Do
what, what,
yeah,
what,
do
what
what works for
They
you
yeah.
at the
still got
moment.
their hand in your pocket.
Yeah.
Right. So it's really like, do you want anybody in your pocket? You could fully just say, you know what, I'm gonna buy my domain name. Like we going back to that. Like we had the ROT forever, and the shit went out. We was like, fuck, we back to that. So then the day it's like, yeah, you might have to pay for your domain and your site, but everything that coming is all you. And you control the shit. They can't flag you or say nothing else can't go on there. It's like whatever.
And
Right.
you know what? I say this, and it speaks to the very first point that you made, bro. How you've been taking time to really master the business side of it, and that's like I said, that's the same shit we've been doing, bro. For the last
That's a fact.
couple months, 6 months, we've been really putting time into creating websites and trying to branch out and move away from streaming and move away from social media, in the sense that we'll still be on social media, our music will still be available on streaming, but it won't be available in the quantity that it is now.
Right, just the
You know
single.
what I'm
Because
saying?
so basically, it's like social media, all these platforms, all these free platforms, we got to use them as a tunnel, the funnel to get them to where we want to go, be our website or whatever. So it's like you can have the couple singles on there, but it's like I'm not gonna give you everything. If you want everything, go to the site, go where you got to buy it at. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Right.
yeah,
Buy it
yeah. Instead
directly
of
from
putting
us.
like the whole album on streamings and shit like that, it's like,
Put this couple singles on there. Put
yeah,
the one
couple
single of the
singles on
album
it
on
like
there.
that, and then it's like, yo, if you want
And
the
if they
whole album,
interested,
you could purchase it right here.
right.
You feel me?
Yeah, you
That's
come to the
that's mad
artist.
Boom.
smart. I never looked at it like
And
that.
listen, support the artist. You know who's been doing that forever? Ryan Leslie.
Right.
Your man Ryan Leslie been doing that
And
forever.
look at him.
And it's like at the end of
Look
the day,
at him.
I mean that Harvard degree, he figured that shit out a while ago, right? So
Back.
Yep.
the Harvard degree, I know what I'm doing. But nah, not for nothing. At the end of the day, it's like we got to build our own communities and build our ecosystem. That's what we're doing. You get other people that support you every drop you cooking. So it's like you use Facebook and all that stuff, and you can aggregate them and push them to this is the home of my shit. It's
Right.
my website.
Word.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like it's whack as fuck that these social media because oh we're gonna flag this, we're gonna stop the promo, we're gonna stop boosting this. So it's like you know what? If I got my website in the back end, you can never close that shit down.
Exactly. You own it all.
Real quick, shouts to Charles Hamilton. Hope homie's out here somewhere.
Yeah, man,
But
he been
he
going
had
through
he
it.
had a fire blog and a website forever. Even when he was in high school. He had a fire website and blog, and they had a lot of trackers. So it's really just about creating that and funneling people up to your own
Right.
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to realize that, it's the website. An artist website is literally a link to the artist. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all these other places,
That's
they
advertisement
convince you,
spots. Yeah.
that you're linking with these people, but really they're just a fucking bank. You know what I'm saying? They're just a
Yep.
platform that we put our shit on, and technically they own.
Those like the ad
Right,
service.
technically they own
Those are like
all
the
of our
bulletin
content.
boards.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
we're not only is there a partition between us and our would-be fans or our people who are already our fans, and we have to pass through this algorithm that we have to pass through to get access to them, right? Then y'all own the content. So I might as well have my own website, own my own content, still post here, but pull people from here to the website where they can connect with me, they can read the blog, they can watch me on Twitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Watch
Right.
uncensored shit because they're gonna censor you on their
Right.
platform. We ain't gonna censor
Right.
this shit on
You
your own
know what I'm
shit. Right.
saying? So it's like, yeah, bro. And you know what? The crazy thing is, you just say, yo, you never thought about that, right? Bro, up until 6 months ago, I ain't think about the shit neither. I'm starting, first of all, let me say this. 6 months ago, I said, yo, I'm tired of working this job. I gotta do something, right? So start a LLC, try to start this business. And the idea that I have is a good idea, but I'm going through all this 2 months. 2 months I'm going through this. I'm starting to design shit in Photoshop. I'm starting to read about all this other shit, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, this is gonna take this amount of time to even get here, right? To even get to the point where people are even inquiring maybe about what I'm doing here. I might as well take this same energy, because mind you, at this point, ROT had taken about, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years
Right.
hiatus from rapping, right? So I was just doing other things. And long story short, hold on. See, I be smoking too much weed. I forgot where I was. What was I saying?
Oh no, I know you coming from. Like it's better off putting the time back to the
Oh,
thing
right. So
that's
I said to myself, instead of putting all this time into this business where, listen, it could go, but it's not the right time for it. Let me just put this shit back into the music, because we already have, the bottom line is we already have an established business with this music. We just don't have the business acumen behind it. You
yeah,
know
it's a
what I'm saying?
Right.
worldwide known thing. That's a
Right.
fact.
So it's like,
Like,
if we take 6 months, if we take a year, it's no reason that, the way I feel about it, bro, people think that signing a deal, going viral, doing all this and that is how these dudes is getting their money. And it's how they're getting paid in a certain aspect of it. But if they're linked to a machine, then that machine is taking most of your money.
That's a fact.
It's independent artists just like us, that not everybody knows about, that's pulling $250 a year out this shit, bro.
Yep.
Pulling $250 a year out this
And we
shit.
don't even know their name.
We don't know their name, bro.
That's who I want to be. You got only the people that fuck with you.
We don't know their name,
You're
bro.
right. Like the problem is everybody think, yeah, I gotta be the
I
radio guy.
gotta
Nah, you
break through the
don't.
noise. You don't gotta break through the noise, bro. What you
Nah.
gotta do is
Find your market.
go get the people, go get your people. Go get your tribe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about that has nothing to do with racial ethnicity. Go get the people who are for you. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's easier said than done. Guaranteed it's easier said than done. Cause shit, I don't know, man. 95% of the people ain't gonna be for it. Cause
Yep.
listen, niggas got their own shit going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro.
But if you could get 100 people that fuck with you and your product, your brand, it's like you start there. 100 people. Like we get back to our mailing list. We've always had little pieces of that. We had the first website. We had the first mailing
Right.
list. Like getting back to it, and it brings you the consistency and keep it going. You know what I mean? You build that out. You have 1,000 people mailing list. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
where
Right.
they making their money. I was just watching the YouTube video today, man. This girl's talking about, I guess she paints or whatever. She's talking about how she made $120,000 last year selling art off of a mailing list and her personal website.
Mailing list be killer, especially if it's shit like that, right? Like art speaks to everybody. Like especially
Right,
drawing and shit.
painting.
Like
Absolutely.
hip hop
Art
and stuff. You
is
gotta find
it's such a moneymaker.
universal.
That's a fact, bro.
Yep.
So yo, let me ask you this. You have a very kind of unique way that you market your stuff. And like you said, certain people have kind of, you know what I'm saying? They've taken from your bag. Where do you think you've developed your eye for like, your artwork? Let's talk about your artwork. Where do you think you've developed your eye? Because every cover you got is crazy, but the two variations of the Grim Knight cover are absolutely bonkers, bro. I gotta let you know that.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that. Grim Knight was actually it was made by my man Hilo, and he had the first one with the three-eyed monster or whatever. And I hadn't started writing the project until I got the art. You know what I'm saying? Once I seen the art, if you notice on Grim Night, I'm talking about going to the sewer to save Hilo and the Doodle Head
Right.
from whatever the case may be, from the three Green Eyes. So I didn't even know that was the album was going to be about. So that the artwork didn't come from my mind. Hilo just came up with it, and then I was just like, oh yeah, this is going to be the sequel to Grim Day. So I kind of wrote the project to the art. You feel me? Ronnie the Explorer, he's seen it, and we had got to deal with Apple Dizzle to do the vinyls or whatever.
Right.
And he was like, yo, I really want to redo this art. I think I could do some dope shit. So he did it. And he just blew that shit out the water. Not to take away from Hilo's original art, because me personally, the original art, I like it more, not in the sense that because I like Hilo more, but it was like the original, the first. You know what I mean? And it was the reason why I wrote that project. So it's like, if I had to choose, I'm gonna choose the original art. But Ronnie just took it to a different level. He gave it like another scene, pretty much, where like now the monster is actually outside of the sewer, and you know what I
Marauding and
mean?
shit, bro. Yeah, bro. It's like he made it, like he added depth to it. You know what I
Yeah,
will say though? The first cover is so dope, bro, because when you look at it from my initial perspective, it looks like, because listen, people will just take from older inspirations,
right.
right? I thought maybe that was the case, but now hearing that somebody came up with that, it looks like a comic book out of the 50s, bro.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It
That's
reminds me
fine.
of like those
That's
early
fine.
Dick Tracy
Yo,
uh
it's so dope. It
comic
really is.
strips and shit like that. Yeah, if Hilo has a dope artistic style, because he doesn't just have one style. He has that comic book style. He has like that real abstract collage kind of style. So, but actually he's doing the next EP cover for me. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I need a joint from that from you actually.
Yo,
But
you already know. Send that through. You already know.
absolutely. But yeah, the art, it's important, man. It's definitely important. I don't place it above the music, but the artwork, when the music does match,
Oh
it takes
man,
it to a different level, man.
there's nothing that beats that,
That's a
bro.
fact.
There's nothing that beats looking at the Firest album cover and then the shit is just front to back, yo. You know what? Saying that, bro, it gives me that warm feeling, that hot chocolate during the
Yeah,
winter time. Now, you know what I'm saying? That
you got the
fall.
bang for your buck.
Yo, man, it really is true, bro. That rings true with me. For sure. For
I'm
sure.
telling you, like that's why, like even like, cause I have such a high output now, I'm falling back from doing so much, putting out so much, because niggas is really just, somebody just hit me up talking about Dark Knowledge there. That was like, yo, fam, that was my first project out of prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, yo, if people's hitting me up, that means like they gotta catch up. So, you know, I've been falling back. Right now I'm really I'm working on the album with Brahma Bull. I got the one with Fester coming up.
Woo.
And you know, I'm spacing it out. You feel me?
Got
Because it's
to.
like you know, I already proved that I could do it not only at a high level, but you know what I mean, with quantity too. So now, you know, I'm falling back and really getting the business right and really trying to create like the best albums I possibly can, because that's what really matters to me.
Nah, yeah. Yo, completely. Totally. We got more AP music, man. I'm gonna drop another one, man. I'm gonna drop
Yes,
another one.
sir.
All right, let's get into it. Let's cook.
It's a short death in the night when I creep through all hell and go see the black seafood. Crabs in the barrel, y'all seafood. Get a bullet out the barrel, now you see through. Little razor blade for the function. AP slice you, big malfunction. Yeah, nigga, that's the artery. Yeah, that's the blood spilling all around the tree. I'm the demon in the night, coming with the strap. Catch you scheming, I'ma leave you leaning in the back. Got the fiends beaming up the whole sack. Glock with the beam and get you all clap. P the best in the business. Put me on stage and I'ma make you all the witness. They try to silence the law, but God too loud. Yo, I'm seen and heard all around the world. It's the same niggas that get you dap. Turn around, these the same niggas that get you clapped. Hugging your old earth at the funeral. Still mad cause your soul is universal. You never gon' win. P punch your tooth at your smile, you try grim. P pop the toast off, trust the godsend. Now I'm on the back block, knocking killers.
Wrestling moves on competition, headlocks into submission. My main mission to clap anybody who be bitching, but stop wishing. Luck can't get you that far. Like driving drunk in a vehicle with a bad axle bar. Do something vicious, send your soul right to the stars. When you meet Jamaican, tell them I gave you permanent scars. Jokes, diamonds, and AP, the New York black sauce. Your hands too short to box with God, you don't wanna spar. I'm dangerous when I'm on the mic. Your bitch goes up and down when she ride on that pipe. Your bitch chose me, so don't get tight. She want a real nigga that will get her real right. But when I'm done, you can have her back. This is real life and know that a movie act. These people calling like Pookie on the crack. Lights, camera, action is on, don't get clapped. Too hot to hold, too cold to handle. Lights out like I'm blowing out a candle. Deep in the night, call me that Brownsville vandal. Put dirty in your chest like Julius Randle. I've been outside with outside, standing in the lobby with that thing on the side, ready for the party. And back to the future, that Mac fly to your Marty. Killer army, killer sin, no one can stop me. Free Killer Sin.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
free Killer
sir.
Sin, man. Free Killer Sin. He in the upstate box right now, man.
Yo, free to God, man. It's the gray area. We got AP the Overlord. That was him and Alejandrito.
Yes,
And
and Jokes
Ghost.
Diamonds on that record.
Salute.
Facts. Shout to Jukes Diamonds. That was a big dart, bro. That was a banger right there.
Yeah, I love that record, man. That's one of the first joints I did for Nkosi, man. And while we on it, man, big shout out to Jux Diamonds, man. Like he's another good brother in this game. I happen to, you know, just click with. You know, you get some of those people like it's just natural. You know what I mean? He happens to be one
Absolutely.
of those brothers. So big shout out to Jux Diamond.
Nah, that's dope, man. Yeah, bro. You know what the crazy thing is? It's like when the conversation is good and when shit is genuine, you don't even realize how much time passed. It's already going on 2 hours.
Yeah, I ain't even, bro. Like I feel like I'm just kicking it,
We
man.
just
Like
chopping it, bro. And you know
yeah,
what?
we just chopping it up. I love this game, so I could talk about it all night. Like it's like
Fact,
there's so many
bro.
different angles. You know what I mean? And as much as I have like things that I dislike about the game and things that I feel like we could do without, I love it more than I hate it. You know what I mean? Like I
Absolutely.
never want to come off as like disgruntled or like, because I have fun with this shit. You feel me? Like
Right.
I've been blessed to be in position not only to do things for myself but for my children from rap, and I've been able to travel and do a whole bunch of things. So it's like, I love the game, man. I love the game.
Nah, I feel the same way, man. It's like we made a trip to England in 2020, February 2020, right before everything shut down. And if you listen to the podcast, you probably heard me say this a lot of times, but that was like we broke through a ceiling with that trip. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And to come back and have the world shut down, it kind of just halted everything. So
that's a
from
fact.
2020 to shit, just recently we started coming back outside, and we dropped Black Sheep. That's just some quick little appetizer shit. We got a lot cooking, man. We got a lot cooking. We got some shit in the chamber, bro.
Yeah, I see it, man. Like anything I could do to help, man. Y'all know I'm always here, man. Anything y'all need, man. Y'all know,
Listen,
like
we
it's all
appreciate that,
love,
brother.
man.
Real talk, we appreciate that, man. And you know what?
That's a fact. Let's build. That's a
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
anything y'all
Genuine link.
need, man. Y'all know I got y'all, man.
Listen, to be honest with you, bro, shit done slowed down. We had a whole panel. For this shit, but shit done slowed down with two of the guys. So it's like, listen, if you free, man, we could continue. This could be an ongoing thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could just
I'm definitely
you feel me?
down.
You just come through and we just chop every weekend, or we do midweek breakdowns, and we do shit like that. And you know what? There's some other shit I'm gonna talk to you about after this. There's some other shit that we plan, and there's a bigger picture to all of this. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And you know what? I think that you would be a very powerful component to what we trying to do.
Matter of fact, we got an episode. That's a
You know what I'm
fact, bro.
saying?
We got an episode we trying to put together.
Right.
Dope.
And
Yeah, I'm
I want to
definitely
tell him.
down.
I want to tell him. I want to get him in on the storyline and then the backstory with everything we doing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once we
Once we
I'm all the
have an
way
idea of what we're
down.
doing. Nah, yeah, we appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man,
Likewise,
salute, my guy. We
likewise,
cooking.
man. I
we just
appreciate y'all.
real talk. But yeah, man. I mean, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to go over, you know what I'm saying? Feel free, bro. Like we just chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm pretty much like I said, I'm working on the new album with Brahma Ball, and I got another one with Uncle Fester. I just want people to, just really tap in with everything that's really going on, and follow like everybody that's innovating. You know what I'm saying? And
Thanks.
as creatives, like we don't have to compete. Like it's enough for everybody out here. And I just, like I'm always trying to
That's a
lead with
fact.
peace. You feel me? So
Absolutely.
I
That's a
know a
fact.
lot of like the misconception of me is there's like I'm disgruntled, and it's like no, I'm really not. It's just I just don't play stupid. You feel me?
Yo,
And when people can't get that
Right.
shit over on me, that's when it's like, oh, he's hard to work with. And it's like, no, really, it's not. I just recognize your bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
right. And you know what the funny thing is, bro? It's like I remember when I locked in with you about you coming on the show. I remember telling Guru, and he wasn't aware of who you were per se, but
Right.
we were talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I like this dude, man. There's something about him. I see the turmoil that you know what I'm saying, that might be perceived that you might be dealing with, but it's like I don't give a fuck about that, nigga. Because
Right.
I like what you're doing, man, and I like your personality. You know, I like what I see. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
it
it's
takes a
like,
certain individual to look through that and see that, because like me, I always been the type of person, right? Like I'm not a bandwagon dude. Like if I see everybody's like on this one particular person's head, it makes me curious about that person. Like, yo, why everybody on his head like that?
right.
Right. Like, what's going on?
Like
Like,
what's
yeah,
going
yeah. It
on?
makes
Like
you
this
almost more
nigga, like,
inquisitive.
yeah, because it's only one of him and it's 30 of you niggas talking about this one person. You know what I mean? Like he gotta be doing something right. You feel me?
Bro, straight like
So
that.
Yeah,
that's what come
I've
with
heard
it.
of Umbrella, but that was the most of it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like that's what it's about. You got to speak to people direct. You got to really speak to somebody to hear their story. You can't hear somebody's story from somebody else. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So it's like that's with anything. So it's like, yeah, it's just dope to link with people that are dope at what they do and build. You know what I'm saying? That's how you
exactly.
create bridges and, like you said, have partnerships. Like You waste time to think caring about what other people thinking. Like at the end of the day, get that shit shot and have a good combo.
Straight
You
up
know what
and
I'm saying?
down, because nothing gets done if we always in conflict. The time is passing by, and then everybody on the side just like it's entertainment for the time
Right.
being, and then it's like, yo, we ain't make no progress. So
Niggas
what
ain't
was it
make
all
no
for?
money. Ain't no chicken was
No
made. You know what
bread,
I'm saying?
nothing. Like we just been beefing over rap.
And you know what? Because they was in conflict with
That's
themselves, and
it.
so it's like something about you. It's like when you genuinely being yourself, that should shake up people that's not genuinely being themselves. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Like
Yup.
when you end up just you cool, it's like because you're like, damn, why they so confident? Like they so confident being them. Like, and then you know what I mean?
That's so
It
crazy
causes
that
motherfuckers
people
to
think
question
like that, yo.
themselves.
It's so crazy that
Yo,
people.
bro, we walked in. Yo, we did a show and Muggs did a show. He opened up. What was it? The Boston shit. That was rest in peace of King's Drugs. The
No,
King's
that was
Drugs shit.
Philly.
Maybe he
That was
opened up
Philly.
Philly.
We
That was
op-
Philly. What was Boston shit?
Boston was we
Oh,
did
like
the
the
smoke
festival
festival. We
shit.
opened up for Millie's.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
nigga. But just walking in them rooms, like you could the certain type of time you see where it's like, yeah, niggas be dick riding. So if you're not the guy dick riding, like, who the fuck is that? It's like we chilling.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
fucking
like,
with me,
you know what I
like
mean? So, y'all, so
so.
y'all already see the shit I be saying, bro. Like,
Yo, and now you see that's my point. Like that's why when we got on the track and then we locked them in for the podcast, it's like, yeah, bro, this was meant to be because it's like I'm the type of nigga. All right, let me put it to you like this: I don't vote.
I'm
I'm
gonna
me
keep
not
it real
neither.
with you,
I'm not
chasing
registered
Me
to
around
vote.
shit.
neither.
Like you know what I'm saying?
I don't believe in anything that they say, either side. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right,
I'm well informed about both sides, though. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So it's like I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I make my own opinion based on the facts that are in front of me. I'm an individual. Like I said before, bro, raised to be an individual. Like a lot of us from that era were raised to be individuals. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
The funny thing is, the ironic thing about life is we were told for the young niggas listening, for the young people listening, you gotta understand something. In the 90s, we was told, we was groomed up to be leaders. Every single one of us had to be a leader in our own right. We couldn't be
Right,
followers. You understand? Now they've tricked you. They've got into your subconscious, and what do? Every day when we wake up, we go on, we go on our phones, we go on these fucking social media platforms, and we follow people. And
yep,
there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with watching what somebody else is doing, what they're showing you, right? The problem is the subconscious is to follow that follow button. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
You
You know
foster
what's ill?
victims. You foster
It
victims.
places a plant in your head. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's why I try to stay off of social media to like after 12 p.m. because if I wake up, right, and the first thing I do is go to Instagram, I'm comparing myself to everything I just fucking saw.
Right.
Like, and it's
Right.
all fake. Nobody's struggling on Instagram.
Mm.
You feel me?
Because
Nobody's
nobody
showing
shows
you like,
struggle.
yo, these is pictures
Right.
from 6 months ago. I'm just fucking,
Right.
you feel me?
And that's
Like
so dangerous.
shorties will be home from the vacation that they took to Tulum or whatever. But people don't understand that, yo, this was 6, 7 months. This was last year. You feel me? And now you got all the other females comparing themselves to that. Or like you might wake up and like, oh, this dude got a new drop and it's getting mad likes and all of that. Now subconsciously in your mind you start thinking like, yo, I'm not doing enough. When really it's just like, nah, nigga, you just don't got no album coming out. Like, what the fuck? Now you
Right.
chasing to put now you're chasing to put something out because now you're competing with a nigga that doesn't know that y'all are competing.
Going back to your point, yo,
You
shit
only
come
in
full
You know what I mean?
competition.
circle,
You
bro.
only in competition with
Social
yourself,
media plays
man.
tricks on your mind, bro.
That's crazy. Smoke
It
and
got you
mirrors.
thinking that people's competing with you when they really not.
Yo, bro.
You're only in the competition with yourself. If you look at it that way, you're just trying to better what you did yesterday.
That's it.
10, 10 likes yesterday, we get 11.
Exactly. Like,
But it's like,
look
if you
at
look
the
over there and
females.
worry about that motherfucker,
Look at these females nowadays. Like, yo, Boosie said it the best. Like, yo, before you used to see the nigga at work, like it wasn't that many. Now you have a library. You have this illusion of options. Like, you got bitches that's not even that fire
Mm.
that believe that they are tens and they move around and it's like, nah, like, oh, you got it fucked up. Like, you think the filter's real. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
You drinking
Then
the
you get up
Kool-Aid.
with Shorty in real life. First of all, bitches don't be looking like nothing like they look like online in real life.
Straight
ah,
facts.
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? You
Talk
done got
about it.
catfish, nigga,
Talk
right?
about
And
it.
then like
Catfish,
shorty's one way
yeah.
online, right? And then when you get where in real life, it's like, oh, you're retarded in real life. Like, oh, like you're really on medication and shit. Like,
Yo,
you feel me? Yo, fam, I'm telling you, I seen it happen. I've been through it. You feel me? I've been through it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
lit
real,
online,
man. It's
ass
real.
fat, all of that. You get
It's
with this
like you
bitch in
said,
real life,
bro. You only gonna show the views you want to
you're gonna
show, the
show
fucking
what you want to
angles you want
show.
to
You
show.
feel me? Shorty's
It's
not gonna
you
show her
know,
with the stocking cap on. Shorty's
right.
not gonna show herself with the nah, you gonna see all the lit flicks from 30 years ago. You feel me? You get up with Shorty in real life and it's like, oh, what am I doing?
Yup.
You
Yup.
feel me? So it's
bro,
like,
it's very heavy with the perception. But like you said, it's good not to look at that shit straight up, and
yeah,
then
you can't you can't start your day with it. You're gonna
you
poison
setting
yourself.
yourself up to.
Yo,
You know what I
you
mean?
know what
Like
the
this
funny thing is?
morning,
That's crazy. It's true.
I woke up to a hate mail from somebody. I didn't know I had a problem with this nigga. He hit me up like, yo, keep my name out your mouth. I'm like, wait, hold on. When the hell was I even talking about you? I was
Right. Like,
like,
what, my
He,
nigga?
nah,
But you
you
see,
just
now,
woke
nigga,
up
what
one
it
did
day,
be
I
double
say?
you
agents.
wanted to make a buzz for yourself.
It be
And it's
double
like,
agents,
yo,
though,
fam.
nigga. It be double
Yeah,
agents.
like that's just weird, bro.
It be a lot of niggas who that shit be happening because it be other niggas that you think you cool with who also gossiping like bitches to the nigga now who's like, yo, you been talking about me? It's like, bro, what are you even talking about?
No, you've been talking about me.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you
Yo,
trying
bro.
to like now your
Crazy.
own personal guilt or whatever you're dealing with. You felt the need to first of all, you put me in your story. Like you did all of that shit and then blocked me. It's like, what the fuck? Like you put me in your story. You just spent your whole morning, fam, talking about me in your story. And now I hit you up like, yo, what's going on? And then like now it's like, oh, keep my name. You say all this foul shit and then block me. It's like, bro, we're not even first of all, we're not in the same city. I'm not talking about you, bro. I have other real life problems. You feel me?
Facts.
But
Real
it's
life
like, yo,
shit,
you didn't even
nigga.
give me the grace to have a conversation. Like, yo, I heard you say, and then it could have been clearly clarified because even now, I still don't even have no clarity. It's just like I just woke up to you wailing on your timeline, and then you blocked me. So it was like, what was the point of all of that? Like, so you just woke up, talked about me in your story all morning, and now people can't even see who you talking about.
It's so ridiculous how people like, yo, man. The internet shit, it's like, can you imagine if any of this shit could equate to the street? Like a nigga upset so he blocks you. What would blocking a nigga be equated? Like you're blocking me. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. What kind of man are you? If you got a problem with me, you voice your problem with me.
Right?
But then you don't wait for my rebuttal.
You blocked me.
What is that? How does that work? In your mind, after you hit that block button and close your phone or go about your next task for the
You
day,
gotta feel like a whack nigga.
you have to, bro. That shit gotta be heavy on you. You gotta be wearing that like
That's
a
heavy.
coat. You wearing that like a coat, like a dinner coat, nigga.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
okay, you
think
blocked
groupies
me.
don't even register that shit, bro. I think
Like
both
like
calls
like like
like that
dudes
shit don't
from this
even.
other podcast, right? Like one of them made a whole post about like see this is like it's like niggas be doing like what females would do, right? Like boom, right? Like if I choose to unfollow somebody, right? I'm making the conscious decision because it's like, you know what? I don't like to burn no bridges. So I like if I know we not seeing eye to eye, I'd rather unfollow you right now for the time being because I don't want to personalize nothing you say. And I don't want to have no time for confusion. So it's like, yo, you know what? I'd rather step away from even seeing your content and maybe we can revisit this at a different time where it's like I'm uncorrupted from anything you said and shit like that. Like now that's one thing. Now boom, if you get online and you shit on me in a post, right?
right.
And then block me, it's like, yo, like what was the point of that?
Crazy thing is, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like I said, I watch, bro.
Yeah,
I
it's
watch.
corny, like you know what I
You
mean?
know what
And
I'm
then
saying?
like niggas will try to rally other niggas and then you'll comment on shit that doesn't have nothing to do with you. Like niggas be trying to tie themselves to like little issues that I have and thinking that it's gonna be like a buzz, like you gonna get some type of name off of it. And it's like, nah, dog, because at the end of the day, like I'm like you still have to compete in this shit. And it's like, all right, cool. You just did all of that hoopla, and then it's like, now what's the follow-up? Nothing.
Right? Because you know what? At the end of the day, you know what the funny thing is when you mention that, it's like people get angry because the bottom line is whatever product you're pushing forward is not the same quality as the product that I'm pushing forward. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like a nigga will get angry at you, and even if it's not the same craft, you know what I'm saying? A
Mm-hmm.
nigga could be a videographer, whatever. if you feel like your videos are inferior to my rap or inferior to my opinion or inferior to whatever I'm doing, that's what breeds the animosity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's really all make believe when really all it takes is like to hit a nigga like, yo, son, what you just did, bro, that shit inspired me. Like, like what's up? Like, let's do something. Let's work. Let's like
Thanks.
humble is the best shit to me. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh shit, this nigga's coming on some humble shit. Like, it takes a real man to be like, yo, I fuck with what you're doing, bro. Like that shit that you did is dope, nigga. You
Right,
feel me? Like niggas be
right.
acting like it's a problem to show love. It's like, yo, fam,
Telling you,
if I did something you jacking, my nigga, tell me that.
why
I'm gonna
not?
try to see where I could get you and where you can fit in, fam. Like that's how
Exactly.
I'm thinking.
Yep.
You know what
Nah,
I'm
for
saying?
real. Because we more powerful together.
More powerful together, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like real
More
talk.
powerful together.
Like, yeah, man. It's just a lot of examples of that, and it's a sad situation, man. You know
It's
what I'm
sad,
saying?
man, what happens, but you know, I'm always optimistic. Like, you know, I'm always pro positive relationship as opposed to negative. Like, I'm the first nigga to like, I could talk down, I could talk to a nigga, we could sit down. Like, my first thing is to always speak. You know what I mean? Like, conflict is always my last resort.
Right.
I don't resort to conflict until I feel like, oh, like you disrespected now, you violated, and you think like this shit is sweet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always trying to avoid that by any cost because conflict it doesn't bring nothing.
It
It's
brings
just
nothing but
war
fucking
begets
trouble.
more war, and it just keeps going on and on and on, and then it's like, man,
Nah,
I
for
try to
real.
stay away from that shit like that.
It's crazy because I heard Gilly say something the other day, and he was like, I approached niggas on such a humble tip that if it's beef, it came from your side, bro. It
Yep,
didn't come from here. It didn't start here. Because I'm
yep.
so humble. I'm such a humble nigga that when I approach anybody, if it's ever a problem, nigga, it came from you. It came
It
from your
came
end.
from you, B,
You
because
know what I'm
it
saying?
couldn't possibly be from me because I'm always on the humble,
Right.
and I'm never initiating drama.
You know what
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying?
It's always the opposite. It's always like niggas is, you know, it's never like me and one person. I got to deal with that person and everything that come with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like bro.
But you know what on the flip side of that is? On the flip side of that is it's a man, okay. It's maybe shit. Two or three of these niggas that you know what I'm saying. It's never that deep. Niggas want to get angry and talk shit on Instagram, but it's like nigga, it's never that deep because if it really was, nigga, in person you be staring at your shoes, nigga.
Right.
When
And
I'm
I'm not
addressing
even
you, you
right.
feel
And
me?
if I'm really beefing, I'm not
Like
saying nothing on
nothing
Instagram.
on the internet,
I'm
nigga.
not saying nothing online, bro.
My phone been off for 7 days at that point, nigga.
That's a fact. And you
What
know
are you
what? The
talking
niggas
about?
that be talking crazy online, these niggas ain't never been to jail or prison or nothing like that. And not that that's a right of way or right of passage and shit like that, but it's like, yo, fam, if you understood the ramifications behind this shit,
Right,
fam, like
right,
you probably wouldn't talk like that, my nigga, because like now, like that's why when niggas talk greasy to me online, I'd be like, all right, cool. Like I jack that because like I'm not gonna leave no paper trail because if I see you, I don't know what's gonna happen. And I'd rather have a record of you popping shit than me
right.
popping shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
While
when
we
we in court,
implicating,
nigga,
right.
yeah, when we in court and they asking me why I went upside your head, I'm gonna pull up my Instagram like, yo, look, this is what he said he's gonna do when he sees me, fam. I wasn't
Listen,
taking that chance. He just said he's gonna rip my face off when he sees me.
straight like that.
As soon as I seen him, I acted.
Right. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not gonna let you take me off of here, nigga. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? And
straight
that's the
like that,
thing, like
bro.
niggas can Google AP, and that goes for it. Like niggas can Google Jimmy Robert.
Mm,
You know what I mean? You gonna see the work I done put in out here. I done been in the news 3 times already. You feel
right.
me in my life? Like when I beef, it's all the way up there. So it's like, yo, I don't do that. Whenever I beef, I'm really doing bodily
Shit is
harm.
a last
It's
resort type
documented.
shit.
Yeah,
Right.
it's documented. It's well known. You can see. You can look up my jail record too. Everything is public knowledge. No, you can look up my case. Everything. You can look up all the tickets I done caught, all types of shit. You
Mm.
feel me? So it's like. And I could sit here and say I've lost more fights than I won.
I mean,
So
yeah, that's
so
life.
that'll
I can
tell
say
you
the
like
same
yo,
thing.
I'm no stranger to conflict. So I be trying to tell niggas like, yo, fam, you think I'm on some internet shit, but it's like, yo, you know AP, like you know the rapper. You don't know Jimmy
Right,
Robert. You
right.
don't know 19800979. It like you
Mm,
don't know that guy.
Right.
That's
And
not a rap guy. You understand? Like That
Right? This
like,
rap shit
and
is
I
this
think
internet
people
shit
be
is not real
forgetting
life.
that. You feel me? Like,
Nah,
yeah,
for
like, and
real.
I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna leave y'all alone because it's like I know where I'm gonna go and I know how to bid.
Right there. That you see, right? He said it right there. That's the measure of a man.
I know how to bid.
I
So
know what I'm gonna do.
right,
I don't gotta impress you. I don't gotta tell you what I'm gonna do.
I'm good.
I don't gotta amp myself up. I know what I'm gonna do.
Nah, cause I already been there. You know what I mean?
Yup.
And my shit, and it's like you can look it up. It's not like not public, not like it's there. You
Right,
see what I'm saying?
right.
These niggas had me, yo, they tried to paint me as some next monster in my town. I beat the case. They didn't even report that I beat the case. These niggas just left it up that I was just twisting niggas and not saying that like I
Right.
beat that case. You feel me? So it was like, and that was my first joint. That's the first case I caught. You know what I'm saying? I caught the triple assault downtown Nike. I ended up beating. I was only locked up for 6 days.
Mm,
There's no self-defense in New York. So I took it to grand jury. They couldn't indict me in time. They had to let me go in 72 hours. You feel me?
mm.
So it's like, I'm not gonna say nothing either.
Right.
You catch me, cool. Just give me the same grace when I come spinning back. You feel me?
Straight like that.
My man. And it's like that's why I don't even want no like I want these rap like I want rap niggas to know, yo, I'm pussy. I don't want no beef. You heard?
Yo, you know what the funny thing is? It's crazy because um these days it's like pussy is something different than it was when we was younger.
Yeah. I don't want beef. Like I tell niggas every day, yo, I'm pussy, bro. I'm
You,
pussy, bro.
you listen, bro. You know what it is? I'll put it to you like this: you get to a certain age, and then you've been through certain things. It's like dogs. First of all, there's a natural progression to a human being, right?
Facts.
Our brain develops, and as it's developing in these certain sections in these certain time frames that we in, it thinks about certain things. We all pushing towards our 40s right now, right?
Yep.
We thinking about longevity because naturally, when you get to your mid 30s, you start to ponder death.
Absolutely.
You start to ponder the fact that you're not going to be here for another 50, 60 years, 70 years. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it's like young niggas ain't pondering that shit. And the
Exactly.
niggas who's our age who never came out of that stage under this stage, they not pondering that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I sit, yo, bro, real shit. Um, I feel like I said this shit before, but I was at a show a couple weeks ago, right? And I'm just waiting to go on. You know how that go. Niggas waiting all
Yeah.
night to do fucking 15-minute set. I'm waiting and I'm texting Guru and I'm like, yo, bro, I just been thinking on a different level about different shit. Like, so I read this one fact, and he's probably tired of me. He's probably tired of me reciting this shit. But for 117,000 years on the planet Earth, it was dwindled down to 1,280 human beings that were able to reproduce. We lasted like that. 1,280 human beings able to reproduce on the planet. I'm not saying it was just 1,280 human beings. It was
Right.
only 1,280 human beings able to reproduce on the planet. We survived for 117,000 years like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck does a nigga from Instagram who don't like the cut of my jib, you know, like, bro, all of that is irrelevant, my nigga. All
It
of that is
is.
irrelevant. You feel me? And it's like, once you get to a certain age, you start thinking about shit like that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
And after losing people too, when you, because you
Oh
know
man,
the older you get, you gonna start losing people. So it's not until it hits home where you start thinking about your own mortality. You feel me? Like when my cousin Fire died, like that shit had me really thinking, like, yo, like this shit, like one day is gonna be over. You feel me? Like, what am I really spending my time on right now?
right,
Does that shit really matter? Or am I just like, like, and that's why like certain riffs I was having and shit, I had to let that shit go because I'm like, yo, it's not really doing nothing for me. You feel me? And it's
right.
like, what am I adding on? If I'm just destroying, then it's like, yo, like that's not really fulfilling. You feel me? Like the point of life is to add on, not to subtract. You feel me?
Straight like that. And
Cause
you know what? Fulfilling. Like I was gonna say, like, are you fulfilled? Do you said, do I enjoy what I'm doing? Are you fulfilled with what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things in life because
right,
I know y'all seen the videos of like, they'll be interviewing older people who are, in hospice or in the nursing home or whatever,
yeah,
and they asking them what their biggest regret was. What's your biggest regret? Well, my biggest regret is I didn't talk to the girl who I'd been in love with secretly for 20 years.
Yeah.
Or, I didn't take that trip. I didn't travel. I didn't go for what I really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, listen, man.
Yeah, regrets are always like missed chances and stuff like that. Like
Right.
the chance that you missed to do something. That's why, take all the chances, man. Like you only live once, bro. Like, and make it smart though. Don't take no risk that'll, that be to your detriment. But it's always good to try new things and go new places. Like that's what life is about.
Nah, that's a whole fact, bro. This is man. I tell you what, it's like we start things, and a lot of the time, people in general, we don't finish what we start. And we started this podcast, and it's been time. It's been times where it's not. I don't question it, but it's like it's just been when it's been 3 weeks without an episode, you start to wonder if everybody is still on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is an important episode for me, man, and I appreciate you popping out, and you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it too, man. I appreciate it too. And things is gonna get taken up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
facts. That's a fact.
We're gonna take it to other lengths, man. You know what I mean? Like, and we'll speak about that.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like there's a lot to be for everybody listening, just know, ROTAP, MOD, Guru AP. There's a lot to be. Gray area AP. There's gonna be. This is like we planting the flag right here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Listen, we got one last AP joint. We're gonna run that, and then we're gonna close out the show. You already know.
Sir.
Let's cook.
Boy, tripping.
Trip. Can't miss with you, my nigga. It's like I'm on fire this time. Trip laid a track for the God to get sublime. Phenomenal. Blowing on chronic, watching Comic View. Peter Bionic giving iconic interviews. The limelight shine on AP. It's my turn. Understand the God is a star, and I'ma make you learn. We could go bar for bar, but you would only fail. Where was niggas at when I was locked and I needed bail? Nowhere found, and Jay came to pick me up when I was down on the ground. And when it's over and the smoke clears, realized we was chosen in the game. Niggas saying they cold, but P frozen. Fire in my heart, yeah, it's fire in my art. I was just telling Trip, when we make it, it's a start to a brand new beginning. I can see the light bright. P still ghetto, I'ma creep through the night. Wow. Look, I said I'm still ghetto. Yeah, I creep through the night, nigga.
Boy,
I had to bring it back.
Trip. Can't miss with you, my nigga. It's like I'm on fire this time. Trip laid a track for the God to get sublime. Phenomenal. Blowing on chronic, watching Comic View. Peter Bionic giving iconic interviews. The limelight shine on AP. It's my turn. Understand the God is a star, and I'ma make you learn. We could go bar for bar, but you would only fail. Where was niggas at when I was locked and I needed bail? Nowhere found, and Jay came to pick me up when I was down on the ground. And when it's over and the smoke clears, realized we was chosen in the game. Niggas saying they cold, but P frozen. Fire in my heart, yeah, it's fire in my art. I was just telling Trip, when we make it, it's a start to a brand new beginning. I can see the light bright. P still ghetto, I'ma creep through the night. Wow. Look, I said I'm still ghetto. Yeah, I creep through the night, nigga. P still ghetto, I'ma creep through the night. Wow. Look, I said I'm still ghetto. Yeah, I creep through the night, nigga.
I'm here to lay this shit out like a floor plan. That off-white niggas rockin' looking off-brand. Fucking bitches spending money up in Nordstrom's. Remember the days couldn't afford them. This shit was pure faith, it was pure grind. Patience what it took, but it's all mine. Smoking alkaline, not the zip, I got more than 5. I've been tumbling weeds, I'm like a rolling tide. Stepping guard and leave before I hit the streets. Trying to find peace and disrespecting beats. 10 toes in the mud, I ain't rocking cleats. Call me Lennox James, you know I keep a super freak. She bopping to my music, got it on repeat. She from the A, pussy sweeter than the Georgia peach. It's money they've been made, take what's in my reach. Biblical with the verses, nigga came to preach.
I'm still ghetto, I'ma creep through the night, wow. Look, I said I'm still ghetto. Yeah, I creep through the night, nigga. P still ghetto, I'ma creep through the night, wow. Look, I said I'm still ghetto. Yeah, I creep through the night, nigga.
I'm on crash
creep through the night. Cause when my money funny, I can't sleep through the night. I don't give a fuck about Will Smith or Chris Rock. Legend in my hood, phone slapping cause I pitch rocks. This shit overcritical, holy trap is spiritual. My flow like walking on water, I'm whipping up these miracles. Creep until I come up, my thugs in harmony. Outworking my number, these niggas playing a lot. Honestly, I know my ops ain't finding me. I keep them close, but still far from me. Claim they want to smoke, but often coughing on the bomber's weed. They got baby lungs, I bring the guns in as out of beat. I seen these streets through a horoscope, no astrology. I ain't sorry for shit, no apologies. Mob used to be deep, I was prodigy. I probably would still be out causing havoc if I wasn't so into my artistry, nigga.
P still ghetto. I'ma creep through the night. Wow. Look, I said I'm still ghetto. Yeah, I creep through the night, nigga. P still ghetto. I'ma creep through the night. Wow. Look, I said I'm still ghetto. Yeah, I creep through the night, nigga.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, that record brings me back, man. Peace
that
to
was
Lennox
a
Hughes and
bomb.
Rufus Sims.
That was a bomb, kid. Real talk.
Let's go.
Man, listen, this is the gray area. This was a legendary episode. It's a groundbreaking episode. I feel like this is a pivotal episode for us. Yeah, man, we got AP to Overlord. We just chopped it up for like 2.5 hours. This is crazy. This is epic. You already know. It's MOD, Overlord AP, Guru
Yes, sir.
Dane. This was the
Salute.
gray area. We appreciate
Salute to the
y'all.
world. Peace, y'all.
Peace.